to Blackwater. Good friends telling better stories, and we got a dumdinger of one tonight. He says it.
A dumdinger?
A dumblinger. Welcome to Blackwater, where every blum's a digginger.
I think you could double down on this one even harder.
Yeah?
You know what? I really love when Sean.
He's a blinga.
I love when Sean doubles down on the bit, and then I realize, oh no, we need two hands.
Tonight's sponsor is The Sims. So the entire session will be in Simlish. Gabafleba.
Speaking of sponsors, I'm going to jump into our announcements. I am going to acknowledge that tonight we are streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations, while our characters play in a world that Tim has created. We are honored to live, work, and play on these lands tonight. A big thank you to our sponsors and partners. We're proud to be sponsored by Syrinscape because epic games require epic sound. We're also using Epidemic Sound for this campaign as well. Very much love to our dice patron, Familiar Dice. You can type !dice in the chat to find all the details. We're very grateful to do this campaign, also in partnership with the wonderful folks at QuestKeep. If you're looking to catch up on Campaign 2, you can find all of that over on the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page. Campaign 2 episodes release on Fridays at noon, with podcast episodes from the previous week releasing on Mondays at noon. You can type !YouTube to find the channel link over there, and I believe it takes you right to the Campaign 2 playlist, so that's pretty great. We want to give huge thank yous, as always, to our wonderful Techwater team. Of Chantel and Moise, thank you so much for keeping us on the rails, at least technically, this evening. Some very brief programming updates. Episode 50. You know what? This is past me really kind of going like this to future me. I don't really know what episode it is, so that's fine. 54. Is it 54? Okay, then great. 53 dropped on the podcast last week. We also have a Patreon. Jess, can you tell the wonderful folks at home about Patreon?
I absolutely can tell the wonderful folks at home about Patreon. So Patreon is a website where you can go and support creators like us in their various creative endeavors, and it goes directly to them. And so on our Patreon, we have a lot of exclusive content that we put that's only for the folks who go there. And that includes Godkiller, and it includes Chatwater, which we record after every episode of this show. We fucking talk about it with the cameras still rolling, which is super fun because you get to hear all of our fresh, hot off the mouth sort of...
Hot off the mouth!
You know what I mean? Hot off the mouth commentary. And yeah, it's super exciting. Our Patreon has a few tiers. There's a free tier, which you can subscribe to and get more intermittent content. There's one free Chatwater every month. Or if you want to really experience the Gatling gun of creative energy, you can subscribe at one of our paid tiers. So that's how that works for you.
Thanks, Jess.
Out of our mouth.
Hot off.
Yours.
hot from our mouth to
Patreon.
your
From
listening
our mouth.
areas.
From our mouth to yours.
From our mouth to your preferred listening region.
Where do you listen from? Experience our mouth on it.
We can talk right to it.
Okay, speaking of Patreon, Godkiller is out in its entirety on Patreon, ready for you to binge if you have not listened to it already. It's an 11-part podcast series featuring Yanis and Christian as my Godkiller, with myself in the GM or God seat. We are also very grateful to be recipients of the 2024 Crown Gaming Grant, which allowed us to have access to all of the festivals in the Audio Fiction World Cup, which we've been nominated for. Holy moly.
Wow.
We were nominated for Best Actual Play podcast at the Cusco Web Fest. We are currently nominated for Best Actual Play podcast and Best Ensemble Cast at the LA Web Fest, which is very exciting. And that's on May 3rd, which is really, really cool. Our first arc remains entirely available at the free tier on Patreon. And if you're in love with the series, you can listen to the rest at the Knucklebone tier and above. As well, if you heard it in the outro for episode 11, the finale, and also us talking here and on Patreon, we're gearing up for season 2. Pre-production is in the works, and I think by the time
It's in the worst.
I mean, to be fair, I spend most of my day talking with the cast about the series, and I'm deep in the early. I've just got this document called World Building Scrap, which is where I'm just throwing everything right now.
All scraps.
And then I'm going to sit down and dilute it and put everything into one document when I start writing, and I'm very excited to do that. And so I'm also thinking I might do a couple world building streams with the community again. I did them for season 1, and so I might do a couple again. I really enjoyed it. Would be nice to have some contributions from the community. And stay tuned to hear about how you on Patreon can get involved in Godkiller as well. So head on over to Patreon and come learn about that. Additionally, if you like what we do here at Blackwater, the Crit Awards are back. So this is the Creator Recognition in Tabletop Awards. It's run by the amazing Ivy who's Game Reader Girl Online and showcased some of the very best across the tabletop space. Tim was nominated for Best D&D DM last year, and it would be a real honor to be nominated this year. There's a wide variety of categories from game design to technical production to actual play performance, and if you feel like we fit any one of those categories, we would just be thrilled. That would be amazing, and just so gracious for that. You can type !crit in the chat and it'll send you right to the nomination link. The nominations are open till May 31st and then are announced on June 7th. Also, the award ceremony is at Gen Con, and it's not just for creators. Anybody can go and watch the ceremony. So if you're heading to Gen Con, tickets are like really inexpensive. So you should go, and we'll all probably be there. It'll be great, as well as a bunch of other people. So definitely a fantastic it will be a very good gala evening event. People get dressed up all fancy. It's real nice. Which brings us to our dedicated sponsor for the evening. Returning from the beginning of the month, a Kickstarter from our friends, the incredible father-son duo over at Homie and the Dude, The Wandering Tavern. This Studio Ghibli-inspired and system-agnostic with 5e compatible components, floating TTRPG setting, clocks in over 150 pages, and it's packed full of plot hooks, mysteries, threats, and everything you need for a campaign. Or if you're in the middle of a campaign and your players need a break, give them a pit stop at this fantastic floating island in the sky. Backing the Wandering Tavern over on Kickstarter gives you the full setting history, 15 giant battle maps with 23 unique locations, 33 plug-and-play NPCs, 30 plot hooks, tools to make your own Zephyrs and airships, items, downtime activities, and so much more. We sang the praises of the Wandering Tavern a couple of sessions ago, but something that really stuck out to us was the fact that they included in-world recipes that they created for the setting. And I'm going to throw it over to Sean.
Okay,
Sean.
yeah, so this setting, got me real excited. They got it. It's all fucking castle in a sky, fucking floating city.
Real Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle, but airship. There's fucking air balloon motorcycles. We love that shit. But it's not every day you come across a setting that has a cookbook. And so I thought to myself, I am technically allowed to cook things. I'm not a great cook, but let me take a shot at it. And so, if we could show the folks at home what I did. There's a whole bunch. I looked at some of them, I'm like, oh, this is like a full meal. I just made a couple that we can do as little snickety snacks. And what's wonderful about these, what do you call them? Recipes, thank you, is when you look them up, for example, these are the brownie turtle cookies. It's like a brownie cookie with a chocolate ganache and some, here, you take one of those, you take one of those.
Yeah.
And in the thing,
Sorry, Tim.
No, we'll pass
it says where these foods come from, like who originated the recipe and which inn. So these are served at the Hideaway Hotel and they are made by Kronk Butterscotch.
Yes.
And I will tell you, I am not a good cook.
Oh.
And they're Moorish as fuck. They're genuinely incredible.
Oh my God.
Recipe. Yeah, they
so
fuck.
good.
And then, right over here, served at the back bar, we've got Buccaneer Bites, which are these like beautiful little like mini churro ball things. Here, take one of those and let me just pass
Kind
this
of look like
down.
Tim Bits.
They are Tim's Pits. And
Tim's Pits. They're harvested directly from Tim's Pits.
My pities.
fuck. And I
You go, babe.
had a real blast this morning making some fucking pastry cookie situation.
Oh my God.
How was made?
How'd you make these?
You do deep fry? You do deep fry?
Yeah, I got some vegetable oil. Fucking.
A big deep
Whoa!
No, I just had a pot and some oil. You can just do it.
Bravery.
A lot of bravery. No
great.
3rd-degree burn.
Also, I want some of that
No
chocolate
thermometer.
ganache on these.
Well,
so badly.
chocolate ganache is over there if you want to send that down. And so, like, this is the thing that really lit me up. Grab a knife as well. Is that, like, If you
Right.
are like, I think D&D really lends itself to like the crafty among us, those who can
Yes.
like draw and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
also not me. But like, if one of your like acts
have it
of
myself.
service love language is cooking,
Mine is food. My
yeah,
love language, like
the idea
giving a
of
love
like
language is
as a
food.
DM or a player talking to the DM, be like, hey, I know we're doing like Wandering Tavern. Which tavern are we going to?
So fun.
Let me make the thing that they make at that tavern.
That's so cool.
And they also like come with like a bit of I fucking love me some flavor text. So the former cook at the back bar says, "Between you and me, don't order the chocolate sauce. There hasn't been real chocolate in the back bar in 20 years. We use chocolate alternatives."
Okay.
And I'm like,
doing it. I put chocolate ganache on one of the Buccaneer bites.
yeah, it's mostly
Chocolate
poo.
alternative.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you can taste the dumpy.
So yeah, it's it's the Wandering Tavern from Homie and the Dude.
John, thank you so much for cooking.
These are so good.
I mean, I just work what they give us, and it's fucking delish.
Cinnamon and sugar is like S tier combo. It's
Yeah.
just too good.
So, if you too want to get in on this amazing Kickstarter that includes recipes, so we really love this Kickstarter. Like it's very cool. Also, when a sponsor comes to us and I look at their product and I'm like, oh, this is genuinely very, very cool, and I
Yeah.
get really excited about it. You can type !Tavern in the chat to follow our Blackwater partner link and head on there and over check out the Kickstarter. It is on till the end of April. And thank you so much once again to Tom and Bodhi and all of the wonderful folks over at Homie and the Dude for sponsoring this episode. We're gonna keep snacking, but
Yeah.
grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends. Whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we make amazing things happen. We love you immensely, and thank you so much for hanging out with us at our table. Chantal, roll the clip, roll the clip.
All right. So, ready?
Can we zoom in on
Now
you?
let's punch in on Yana.
You okay, bud?
Oh, we're back.
The ganache is a lot for any man to say no to.
Oh,
It's so
wish
much.
That's ganache.
so much more.
That is ganache.
Ganache.
Nasty.
Oh yeah. Yes.
No.
No,
That's the energy I want to
wipe your
bring.
whole
This is
hand,
good.
yeah.
This is good.
Do you want
Oh
to?
my god.
Do you need a paper towel?
Let me grab a thing.
No, he's perfect the way he is.
Just do a big tongue, yeah, big bear style.
Big bear style.
This is just a show now. What is it
All
called?
right. So,
Where you eat for people?
Mukbang.
Mukbang. This is my mukbang. Welcome.
for those of you just joining us tonight,
I thought you meant when you eat people. I was like, that's different.
yeah, that's
word.
mukbang.
Different word.
That's how I mukbang.
Yeah. Last week, Best Wishes found themselves in Hops Gulch, a liminal space between the Feywild and the material plane, and home to a very fine small batch brewery. It was here Thistle discovered the Yasil was in fact the sister forest to the Bristlecone, and after leaving the village, they traveled to Castle Slaughtersong, where they were surrounded by lizard folk, soldiers who escorted them into the castle grounds for an audience with Emperor Vec Brekar. After some flattery...
Who?
Emperor Vec Brekar.
There he is.
Real piece of shit. After some flattery, they were invited to a feast with Vec, but first they were sent out to the Blood Bush outpost to investigate a recent attack on one of Vec's barges. They traveled upriver, finding a floral dragon along with two of Yadira's acolytes who had recently attacked the outpost. And we pick up in the aftermath of that. You've dispatched that, loaded up the canoes, loaded up one canoe with all of the dragon.
And it's myself and Thistle paddling.
Just one quick note. It's pretty bullshit that when people send us stuff, if it's got a monster, it features like the very next episode. And if it's got like cool flying skyships with some food and a time off.
You got some food.
Or what about wondrous items, Tim?
Yeah, exactly.
that
Why
way.
always
I bet you'd
just
love
why
all
always
that.
just the monsters?
Because that's what I like.
What are you, the DM?
I'm gonna be clear. This
Me.
is my game.
me.
You're all here for me.
Just for me.
We're hostages. Please help.
So you are heading back down from the outpost along the river as the sun is getting fairly low. As you arrive, kind of near, you can see they're like, you kind of divert off of the river just before you go under the bridge of Slaughtersong. And you're met by a few lizard folk there. Puke is there, who's eagerly
Did
awaiting.
we meet Puke?
Vec suggested Puke, but you didn't take him with you.
Oh, yeah.
So he was just waiting on the banks, ready to go.
Hey, Puke.
Hey! How'd it go?
We
I point.
fought a dragon, fought some snake people.
Did you bring their meat?
All of the meat is present and accounted for.
That's great.
Yeah, you might want to be careful with the dragon. There's like some poison and stuff on it, but I'm sure.
Love poison.
Yeah, you folks will be fine. You'll be just fine.
It's like a marinade.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meat?
My favorite meat?
Your favorite meat?
Sorry, there's more than one meat. I just thought.
Like parts of meat, like different parts of.
The under parts.
I'm not gonna ask more questions.
Originating.
So.
Originating
What's your
creature.
favorite meat part?
No, I mean originating creature.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I had a really good rump the other day from.
Is that's an animal?
No, sorry. Rump of it was my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had he died?
Really good. It was fresh.
Very fresh.
Is that?
From the harvesting of the rump.
No. He was dead, so we ate him.
Are you cold-blooded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cold-blooded killers.
Yeah. What? Huh?
Nothing.
You call me a killer?
No, it's an expression where I come from.
Oh, okay. I thought there was like a cool nickname I could have, but that's fine.
How did you get your name?
I was, when I hatched out of my egg, the brood mother said, your name is Puke.
Are your siblings other bodily functions?
What?
Is it like piss, shit, and puke?
Whoa. Why would you name a kid shit and piss? That's gross.
That's a great question.
What are the names
So
of
far-
all of your
It's pee-pee, poo-poo, and puke.
Puke,
Also-
can you help us get this thing out of the
There's
room
Manch.
now?
man?
Yeah, Manch.
Minch and puke.
And Dweek.
Dweek?
Yeah, Dweek's great.
Didn't we
Dweek,
learn there was a convention
Manch,
before where siblings had rhyming names? Is that
Snark,
common?
knock.
Snark and Nark?
And sometimes.
But not,
Puke
it's
and
not like a
puke.
standard naming convention.
No, it sounds like just like that. The brood mother was feeling in a rhymey mood.
So is there like a duke in your?
No, there's an emperor.
Are you Emperor Vecbreca's brood sibling?
I think I'm one of his spawn. Yeah.
Spawn?
Is he your dad or your brother?
He's not like my dad. Like he never raised me.
Is he your biological
genetic-
father?
Sure, yeah. Like I probably came from he probably, he usually does it with the brood mothers. So I think that I was probably one of his eggs.
How's that feel?
Interesting culture.
Can you help us take this out of the river now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Puke.
Kind of brings the
You get Dweek over as well.
Yeah, Dweek. You see, Dweek's very, very skinny,
Lanky boy.
very skinny, lanky lizard folk. Long, real long
Yanis
tail, real
forgets.
thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell do we want from Vecbrick?
We want to know where Yadira is.
Yeah, help find
Yeah.
Yadira.
You guys are dinner. Coming for dinner.
What? You guys are dinner?
Yeah, you are coming for dinner.
Those are super different statements.
They're having us for dinner, ain't that right, Dweek?
Yeah, we're having you for dinner.
Insight check.
Esper would probably give you the help action for that.
Bless him. Oh, yeah. A dog inside a car. 18.
Yeah, he looks
much
genuinely pretty. He's like salivating, looking at the dragon.
Okay.
And all the
looking
meat
at
in
us.
the canoe.
He's excited about all that canoe meat.
Yeah. As he brings you inside, you get led into the great hall, and you can see that a feast has already been laid out. There's a number of lizard folk kind of bustling around. There's probably the table itself probably has seats for 30 people.
Nice.
I had a
and seats
question.
Probably about half full.
Sorry, I have it written down here on my wonderful little conditions thing that I'm still poisoned. Would I be taking poison damage?
I think it only lasted Yeah, unless you would have wiped it off, I
Yeah.
assume. Yeah, you wiped it off.
Yeah.
So you were no longer poisoned.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. That's really good for me. Thanks so much.
We love that.
We're big fans of
Or like Puke would have been like, "Why are you? Get that off of you!" And he like wipes it off of you.
But you like poison.
Yeah.
To eat, not to be
eat,
on your
he,
body.
like slurps it up.
Oh, cool.
Oh God, does he lick me?
You lick
No, he scrapes it and licks it out of his hands.
Respectful.
Yeah.
I didn't lick you.
No, that's okay. You're
Takes
you're
psychological
fine.
damage.
Unless that's what you guys smoothskins do in your
One of those,
culture.
like, sharp tongues.
You want to see?
Yeah.
He sticks out his tongue and it looks pretty sharp. It's not forked. It's just
No,
sharp.
it's got like a cat's tongue kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
You could do damage.
What
with
does your tongue look like?
that.
Wow.
It's a tongue. It's a normal tongue.
Yeah. Normal?
Well, for me.
That's not normal for me.
Yeah. Well, we're different people.
Yeah, you're right.
Cool.
Okay.
Role playing edit.
You get led in and you get sat near the head of the table. You can see there's like quite a hefty throne right at the head of the table that looks to be mostly made out of bone.
Cool.
Bone throne.
Metal.
Vec is not here yet. And you can see there's like
Right,
the
it's
table is
exactly
probably
what
about half full with lizard folk. Food is being brought over. It looks, all of it looks like meat.
And it's all raw?
Some of it is raw, some of it is cooked. It does smell quite good. You can see some of them have like a sauce of some kind, but there does not appear to be any vegetables or fruit or anything.
They're
like
obligate carnivores. I understand.
that. You can see like as the floral dragon you see gets kind of pulled off to the side as you're heading up through you pass the kitchens.
Did it have any like big blooms on it?
Not really. No, it had the little light on it. But what looked like blooms would have been like its frills and things like that. Yeah.
There wasn't any like individual little floweries on it. Okay.
No, not on that one. And you can see into the kitchen. You can see there's like all manner of different like animals and carcasses and things like that being butchered up, and you can see as it kind of gets hauled in, it starts to be butchered as it's being brought in.
So it's basically like all sashimi. Like that's
Yeah.
the style.
Yeah. Some of it is cooked though, but yeah, a lot of it is done up raw.
It's
and-
meat tartare.
meat tartare. And so yeah, you sit down and you have a bit of time as you're kind of looking around. Some folks nobody is eating yet. You can see all the plates that have been laid out, and a lot of the plates are just like wooden slabs. And some of them have knives, but there doesn't look to be like any forks.
Is there any fish?
There's some fish,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
but not very much.
Okay.
Yeah, not in this river.
But yeah, you all kind of take a seat.
I think if there was a wonderful lizard folk near me, or if I would kind of purposely take a seat near the fish if I could.
Oh, okay.
Or is that way down the other end?
It's way down at the other.
No, then I'll stay up front. And I think I would ask someone, y'all live near the river. Is there usually more fish than...
Yes.
Now, why is it that there's no fish this time around? Or not
Because
much?
they're all so yucky.
What type of yucky?
Dead, but not like dead and decayed.
Oh, is that because of the water, or is there something...
I assume so.
Okay. Do you know where that, like, starts? That, like, we've seen that, like, we were, canoeing back down with the dragon meat that we brought back, but is there a source where that, like, leaches in, or is it just kind of everywhere?
I assume somewhere upriver, but I haven't been that far upriver.
Okay.
But
I come from a place where there's lots of fish, so it's
we used to have lovely river fish.
yeah. What type of fish?
Big long ones.
Wonderful.
Big, thick, long ones.
Oh yeah, good for
For eating.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
And their eggs were yummy too.
right. Yeah, roll can be pretty good.
Do you lay eggs?
No, I don't. No.
Interesting.
Is he looking at me like I'm food because I'm kind of fish-like?
She is.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
she is a little bit, but that you kind of like
Everyone could be food.
make a perception check.
I feel
The moment people stop breathing,
A
they
breath
become
away
food.
from being food.
Yeah, always. Everyone.
I would have Char sitting with me as well.
But char is food for sure.
That's a 12 plus 7 is 19.
You see, that's kind of how everybody looks at each other in this place.
Even
There is
okay.
sort of a like a waiting, like, are you
Like if you sleep too long, you could be dead and you could be meat. Okay.
Yeah. You look delicious.
Okay.
Everybody looks delicious.
Right. And I would kind of keep Char very, very close to me.
It's nice you keep a meal that can stay with you at all times.
Yeah, handy, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at this point, I know Char doesn't have a collar of any kind because she doesn't need one, but I think I would take kind of like a leather cord and gently fashion it around her and gently tie it to my waist loop.
Nice.
That I was like, this is mine. Just so also Char doesn't wander off and do any of her own exploring and become somebody else's snack. Yes.
You see, after a couple of minutes, a large cask gets wheeled out with a big tray of like goblets. That you can see are all kind of lined, and there's one larger kind of stein that looks to be made out of bone and gold, and you see it gets filled up, and as it gets filled up, you can see like the liquid is fairly thick. It looks kind of reddish brown, and kind of gets brought over, and you see the stein is filled and put at the head of the table, and then the other cups are starting to be filled up and laid out across.
Is it
the
blood?
table. As you look at it and you kind of get the smell, it does smell a little bit like blood.
Pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say to Mark, I want that mug, the bone one.
You want the Emperor's mug?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool mug. It's fun to want things sometimes.
We should take it.
Nope.
A couple minutes later, you see the doors at the back kind of open. Welcome back! How did it go? Did any of your party members die?
No.
That's a shame.
Unfortunately.
But you brought back the meat?
A dragon, a whole dragon.
A dragon!
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good.
And a couple of weird snake people.
Oh, yeah, they're gross, but they make good eats.
Yeah.
You have a lot of run-ins with the snake people?
I've had a few.
I'm sure you fared exceedingly well against them and bested them, no problem.
Of course I did. Of course. You know my mug is made out of their vertebrae.
Oh. Impressive.
You know snakes? A lot of vertebrae.
Yes.
Not a lot of people know that.
But more do now that you've told us.
Well, of course. I like to teach. I'm a teacher first.
I can see that.
He comes and sits down at the throne. Please, dig in.
Can I have your mug?
No, you can't have my mug.
Well, I'm glad we settled that. Gosh, this is
But
delicious.
let's have a toast
Yep.
to me, Emperor Vecbrakar. Pretty great.
Are you going to tell us where to find
Yadira.
Yadira?
After I eat, I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah, that sounds good. To the Emperor.
To my guests,
Thank you.
whatever your name is.
Well, best wishes, but truly the best wishes are the ones that Vecbrakar has for his people.
Hey, this guy gets it.
I get it.
Kind of cheers.
Oh, I don't want to drink the blood.
Take a big drink.
I'll
I
take.
do not.
You do not drink.
No.
Okay.
I'll drink the blood.
I drink the blood.
Okay.
I will drink a tiny little sip.
A little bit of blood. You don't drink. You don't drink?
Only from that mug.
Well, you can't drink from my mug.
Well, then I can't have a drink.
That feels a little bit strange.
I know. I'm
You
straight.
just never drink?
Thistle, are you
I-
trying to
can I ask
pick
a
a
question?
fight with a host?
I just want that mug.
It's his mug.
But there are, I mean, I was listening really closely, and he is a teacher, and he did say that there are a lot of vertebrae in those snake people, which means those mugs should be pretty easy for someone like you to come by, right?
Well, you know, these mugs are pretty hard to come by.
Oh,
He's only,
I made this one myself,
he's
actually.
only got the one.
Pretty rare.
okay.
But you could make your own.
He's a one mug kind of guy.
I'll let you take some of the bones from the snake people you killed.
That's incredibly kind and
Well,
benevolent.
I'm a kind man. So, where are you off to next?
Yadira.
Right, of course. She's upriver, I heard.
You heard or you know?
Heard?
Well, I assume so. I wouldn't go looking for her.
Do you have any scouts who do go looking for her?
I've had some, but they haven't come back.
Do you have any people who organize the scouts?
Yeah, Puke. Puke is my guy on the ground.
Puke's your guy?
Yeah, he sends out the scouts and tells me what they've been up to.
Are you Puke's dad?
I'm a lot of people's dad.
So instead of yes?
I'm most of the people's here dad. I'm most of their daddies.
Good.
Daddy's plural.
No, but most.
You're not Puke's brother
That would be gross.
because you're Puke's dad.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how I could be his brother and his dad.
Adoption.
I
there's
would look.
But if you're going to go searching for Yadira, she's, I've heard, in the Whaler Tree.
Whale tree?
What is
Whaler
that?
Tree. It's a big tree.
The Whaler Tree.
Some call it the heart of the Yasil.
Do you know where that is?
I've never been myself because I choose not to go.
That's an interesting term, like the heart, meaning like the heart of the forest, like the beating heart. Like, what's that mean?
Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the forest has a heart. I think it's just a bunch of plants.
Right, absolutely. And has there been anything else you've heard about the Whaler Tree? That's an interesting name.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty big. Probably not the biggest tree, but
It couldn't be bigger than your magnificent castle here at Slaughtersong.
thank you so much. I think it's probably the biggest thing in this whole forest.
You're probably right.
Certainly the most impressive.
We have seen a decent chunk of this forest, and I would say so far.
Exactly.
Shy knows how to suck up to idiots. Like, Shy worked in Yorin for a long time, and I feel like Shy really knows how to suck up to.
Have you had
insult.
any contact with Yadira ever, you and your people?
A long time ago she came through here, tried to convert us, tried to convince us to follow her to the Whaler Tree.
Who'd she convert you? Like, religiously or like what?
Oh yeah, she's always going on about Bullock. You heard about this guy?
No, enlighten
Can I
me.
roll? I would never have heard of him. That's me, M, saying I would never have heard of him. Who's Bullock?
I don't know, some god. He's very powerful apparently, but I've never seen him, so I don't know. But when we refused to help her, she said she would curse our village.
And did she?
Well, a little while after that, the river turned green, so.
Unrelated, probably.
Probably unrelated. I think it's just a natural cycle of things. You know.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the result of human action or like person
No,
action.
no way.
Yeah,
Not
it's
us.
Just the forest doing what it does.
It's a natural way. That's how things go every few years. Climates change.
Okay.
But I have heard from my associates who come down on the barges that some of the other warlords have been trying to curry favor with her. Apparently she's got a lot of suitors.
Oh, so they know where she is.
Well, nobody really knows where she is, but there've been talk about her.
What's she looking for in a suitor?
I don't know. But apparently that Renzo,
Renzo?
the Swamp King, allegedly, he's been sucking up. And
Renzo the Swamp King. What's his deal? Do you know him?
he's a little shrimpy gnome. Little Renzo, I call him.
So he's a swamp gnome.
Yeah, he's one of those little freaky swamp gnomes.
I'm gonna turn to Mark and say in a voice that is meant to be loud enough for him to hear, but also seem like I am trying to be quiet about it. I'm gonna say, I knew we should have gone to Renzo. He's the only one who has the real information. We've come to the wrong place.
Excuse me? You've seen Renzo?
No, I'm saying
You've been to Renzo?
we should have gone to Renzo because
would you say
Renzo knows where Yadira is.
What? You don't think I know where Yadira is? I told you she's in the Whaler Tree.
But where is that?
Nobody knows.
Well, he must know if he's trying to court her.
Well, good luck finding him. You don't know where the Swamp King lives.
So you
In the
don't know where
swamp.
he is either.
He's in the swamp.
This man doesn't know anything, is Mark.
Can I, as we're having this conversation with the Emperor, what is the vibe of the room at this point? And also I'm curious of the vibe of, do these people revere him, or do they realize that he is an absolute buffoon like we do?
You see, make a perception check or an insight check.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Bruv, I'll give you the help action.
Thanks, bruv.
Brav. Brav.
Goose fingers.
Ghost.
Oh, with a natural 19, that's 26.
You can see everybody is watching pretty intently. The folks at the table are all kind of listening very intently. But you also see with Thistle's challenge, He kind of gets his hackles up a little bit and is sitting a little farther forward.
Frillies that are going up.
Like his little fringe on top is a little bit. His like gullet is glowing a little orange, and you can see he's kind of looking at some of the soldiers at the side of the room. Look, if you want to find little Shrimpy Renzo, be my guest. But he's not going to help you
Why not?
because he's a little shrimp, and there's no way Yadira is going to go for a little shrimp like him.
Have you thought of courting Yadira?
I did, but she's way beneath me.
Right, of course.
How did you pursue her?
Well, no, I didn't pursue her. I thought about it in my head, and then I decided not to.
find her.
No, she was here, and I don't like all her scales and her smooth skin on top.
When she was trying to convert everyone.
So she
Yeah.
has because you saw the meat that we brought in, smooth
Yeah.
skin on top, and then
Little
snake.
snaky body.
That's what.
It's disgusting to me.
That's what Yadira's like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Anyways, there's also talk about the Violet Spider Lord.
The Violet Spider Lord. What's who or what is that?
And what's your fun nickname for him? Them?
I'd call him Fat Bottom.
Fat Bottom Spider Lord.
Yeah. Fat Bottom, big guy.
Fat Bottom Big Guy.
He's a big guy, big bottom.
Keeps the rock and
Loudrith is his name.
Big Bottom Loudrith.
It's incredible he can even move with how big his bottom is. Dragging around in the muck.
Oh.
Is he
disgusting.
is he part spider?
Oh yeah. Bottom part, all spider. Top part, man.
Which is why it's big.
So fat.
Spider.
Yeah, thick.
Like, are we talking like Drider? Like, this is me, M, saying like Drider situation with crows. Okay.
Okay.
And I got word last time on the last shipment on the barges that even that dwarven passkeeper, Dunt, and his clan have given some kind of offering to Yadira too.
Dunt,
Yeah, passkeeper Dunt.
passkeeper Dunt.
What's your fun nickname for Passkeeper Dunt?
Dunt, the runt.
Dunt the Runt is good.
And now
we like that a lot.
where are those you said dwarves?
Yeah.
You where are the dwarves from?
They keep the pass that goes through the Bakir range.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like up towards the Burning
the
Sprawl.
Burning Sprawl. That's where all the contraband comes through.
Yeah.
And, you know, that guy is a real piece of shit.
We were hearing that people were passing through the Bakir range, coming out real sick on the other side and seeking refuge up there,
Yeah,
through the
well.
desert.
Yeah, well, the river water is pretty gross. So
Speaking of the river water, it sounds like we need to go upriver. Would it be easier? We do have a couple of canoes,
Yep.
big enough to fit a dragon or maybe a moose. Would you recommend and I also say this just loud enough for like the other folks who maybe have spent more time on the water, walking alongside the river or canoeing up it against the current?
well, how strong of a rower are you?
Oh, me not very.
It can be pretty difficult at times. Some of it is easier when it gets wider, not so hard. But when it gets narrower, it's a lot harder to paddle up. Sometimes we even have to take the barges. We have long ropes, and they go on the sides and they pull it.
It might be easier on foot. If that way, if we do see something that catches our interest off, and I'm assuming that this Wayla tree is not in the middle of the water.
No. Well, there is water around it apparently,
Okay.
but like I said, I've never seen it. Apparently, it only shows itself to those folks who it chooses to show itself to.
That's why I couldn't find it.
No, it's because I've never gone looking.
Absolutely. If you know what, I can imagine that if I shoot a look at Thistle at this point, that if this benevolent emperor could find anything that he set his mind to.
Exactly. I could find it tomorrow, probably.
Absolutely. Tomorrow if you wanted. Tonight if you wanted to.
Maybe we could go after dinner.
You'll take us.
I
We
don't
need
know if I'll
someone
take
of
you.
your. We need someone of your expertise.
Well,
You said you
Back
could
down
find.
from a challenge, right?
You could find anything.
well, I'm pretty full. I've been eating this whole time.
The emperor has to digest.
Of course. And it is pretty late already, so I know you smooth skins don't see so well at night.
No, we do.
We see fine.
Well,
Fine.
not as good as me.
No, certainly
That's
not.
why we need you to
Not
come
as
with us.
Not as much as you'd need to around here.
Yes.
Might we, I would never deign to ask and assume that we could ever, but would it be, and it's night at this point, late
It's
would
getting later. It's like
would it
7 or
be
8.
reasonable of us to camp here on the grounds of Slaughtersong? We never deign to ask for any sort
No,
of...
of course. I can have rooms made up for you.
That would be most kind.
Of course. Yes. You'll just have to leave all your weapons with the armorer.
No problem.
No problem.
Excellent. Okay. Well, enjoy, please.
Thank you.
Feast.
Thank
I
you.
insist.
At
Yeah.
your request. Okay.
He just goes whole hog on the plate of like the mound of meat that's been set in front
What
of
is
him.
he eating?
He's eating everything. He's got a little bit of everything that's been laid out, and he's literally going to town. He's licking his fingers. He's just like shoveling meat into his mouth.
Denethor style.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
There's a little fucking gecko.
He's
next to
like
him
he's
singing.
guzzling down the blood. He's just like he's burping. He's farting. It's a scene.
I bet it is.
Hey, puke.
Yeah.
I hear you're the man to talk about scouting.
Oh yeah.
I hear you're the head scout.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
Good. I just took over like 3 weeks ago. When Vezra died.
Uh-huh. Why did Vezra die?
Vezra was killed
By?
up at the outpost.
Where's the outpost?
You guys were just there.
Oh, right
earlier.
there, right
yeah.
there.
It's been ambushed a few times.
By...
Mostly Yadira, or sometimes like people aligned with her have come through.
How long
What
has
a-
she been in these woods?
Yeah, what does Yadira have against you that she keeps attacking you?
I don't know. Like, she's been around a long time. She apparently came through this village before I was born. But I don't know. I think she's been a presence in this forest for a long time. But it seems like the last couple years, she's been kind of gaining influence and I think just exerting that influence over other groups in the forest. The Yasil is mostly, it's a lot of different factions.
Do you
They
remember
all
the
kinda have
last
their own
time
interests.
that the water was clean? Puke.
Oh. I think like 6 months ago.
How old are you, Puke?
I'm 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was clean. And did the emperor was talking that like she came by, tried to proselytize to you about Bullock, and then he
Yeah, I wasn't
refused?
around when that happened.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
How old is the emperor?
He says he's like 150.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Who's next in line for the position?
Oh, I don't think he's named an heir. Yeah, no, he says that he's gonna live forever, so we don't have to worry about that.
All right.
How long do your people normally live for?
Oh, well, my uncle lived to be like 40. He was really old. His meat was tough.
What was his name?
His name was Blink.
Who came before the emperor?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did the emperor oversee the building of this beautiful castle here?
Yeah, it was like he came and he built it himself.
He did.
Yeah, with his own 2 hands.
Can I take a look around and see if I can sort of, looking at it, does it have any characteristics of like a group that I would know? Like,
Sure. Make a history check.
I feel like at this point, Adam
Advantage.
would chime in and want to have taken. I know he wouldn't have taken it because he wasn't here, but like a stone cutting of some description because he gets like a tool or proficiency for the day.
Sorry, Oi, bruv. I recognize this.
it's a 12.
Okay.
Not that good.
You're not sure who might have built this castle, like the architecture, but it does look old, and you could tell just by like the faded stonework, and also just the construction of the furniture is way different than the like architecture of the castle. Like you can see that like the furniture is mostly wood and bone, and it's like a lot of like lashed together with leather or woven and things like that. and it's kind of rough hewn. Whereas like the stonework, even though it is old, it looks like quite finely crafted.
Is there any language or any runes or like any languages carved into door frames or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Okay. And as we would like make our way over to our rooms that were being made up for us, I would keep an extra.
I would
eye
not
on
sleep in a room.
Where are you sleeping?
Where are you sleeping?
I'll sleep outside.
that. I would have. I'm sure Oibrav would give me the help action with that.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yeah, there's a rune right
You
over there.
do. You catch a little bit of writing. It's quite faded, but you can see it along the kind of edges of a door. There's like kind of two pillars next to the kind of main hall door, and you can make out just a little bit of fine writing. What languages do you speak?
It's probably not me that would be able to speak it. I'm wondering what Esper speaks.
Oh, I get
It's like abyssal, infernal, celestial.
Boy, bruv, I can comprehend any language.
He does. He can do that.
Boy.
I only speak primordial, common, and thieves' cant.
I got Primordial, Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan.
You would recognize it.
Oh, hello.
You see the words Castle Calyxo
Oh.
in Elvish.
Elvish. It's Elvish.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Calyxo.
If she points this out, would I know that name? Because would any because of the time dilation and this being the sister forest, and there being like a direct route to cross from this
Yep.
forest into the bristlecone, would I recognize that name of anyone who's ever passed through my forest when I was a tree?
Great call.
Yeah. Make a history check for me. I'll add advantage.
You're on your own with this one, bruv.
Natural 20.
Woo!
There it is.
There it
Hey.
is.
You do. You know the Calyxo is a people, a group of people that were that traveled occasionally through the bristlecone. Like largely the folks that were coming through were rangers and things like that. But the Calyxo were high elves that were like they would range fairly far, and they saw themselves kind of as forest wardens.
I think you would tell the group about that and be like,
It is sad that they are no longer here. They would have taken care of this place.
I wonder what made them leave.
Is Puke still with us? Or
Puke's like he's shown you the rooms, and he's a little ways behind you, but you're not left alone until you go into your room.
I wonder. Puke.
Yeah, Pukes.
Pukes. Sorry.
plural?
Do you guys have a basement or like a subterranean level of this castle?
Oh no, it's on the bridge, so underneath would be the river.
All right. Is there any supports that run into the water?
Oh well, there's the bridge supports that go. There's one in the center, like a large one in the center that's pretty wide, and then the two on
And
the
the castle is built on that large pillar.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, no, like it's like the there's like a bridge, and there's like the supports on the riverbanks that kind of come out just a little bit, and then it sort of arcs, and then the center there's like that big pillar you probably saw when you were coming.
Yes.
It's pretty wide, and then on top of that is sort of the stone bridge that the castle's built on.
Sorry.
I would go to where the sort of that center support beam would be, and I would like to use the Wand of Secrets.
Okay. So you come down, and
passage.
it's underneath the main kind of part of the castle, because like the bridge kind of comes across. There's like a
Oh, the
courtyard
castle's
on either
built
side,
on top.
of the
Oh,
bridge.
okay,
Yeah. So there's like imagine the bridge walls are quite high, and then there's a courtyard on either side where those the arches of the bridge would be, and then in the center where that big support is where the castle is sort of.
I want to know if the support is hollow.
Yeah, so you come down. He takes you down to the kind of lowest, like the main floor,
We would all be going together. I don't think there would be any time at all.
and it's kind of in like a main hallway, and there's stairwells that go up either side. And he goes, well, I think it's like right below here.
I would use a charge of the Wand of Secrets.
Okay. Yeah, it does point. You see, like as it kind of draws across, You feel it kind of like draw around you in sort of a square motion. It's probably about 5 by 5.
I would tell. Who's good at investigation?
What are you guys?
rough.
What are you doing?
Just having a look around.
Oh, okay.
I know the people who used to live here before you.
Oh, there was no people before us.
Exactly. I know you.
I think I would tell Brav, because Brav is so good at investigation.
let me take a look.
But I would like at this point, seeing what they're doing, I would be like, Pukes, can I ask you a question about something?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I would take him away, like to look out over the water. I would like purposely like put my hand on his back. I do.
See if I can. If he's got anything with his ghost stories, that can maybe help us here.
I am proficient in deception. Okay, so 21.
21. Yeah, you convince him to kind of look out over the river with you. You kind of lead him down the hallway.
And I'd be like, Pukes, you gotta humor me. I'm what's called a Triton. So my people live entirely underwater. So when I see a water like this, it just hurts my heart. It hurts my heart so much. I was wondering, I feel a real passion for like nature conservation, and y'all are doing such wonderful things here. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit and like just like totally
22
pull
on
him off over there.
investigation.
Yeah, as you like kind of mark it out, he starts to investigate, and you can feel like along the floor there are a few smaller stones that like he is able to kind of depress, and you find like there's like a little latch on either side. It feels like it could be lifted. Like what looks like stone is actually like a plate.
Is the bridge busy?
There's a few people around. Like there's some people that just left out through the main hall. You can hear some footsteps coming down the stairs, but Pukes has been led away, and at the moment it is quiet.
And I was like, as I was walking away, I would be like, shoot like a glance at Mark. I'd be like, if you find anything, we come back at night. When it's quiet, we come back late night alone. And I would just like lead Pukes away. And
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Don't know where to find his class. It's fine.
I can look up
Should we
I can
go
look
now?
up his tails.
What?
Should we go now?
I mean, you know, Shai thinks that we should wait till nighttime, but Vecbrecker did say that their eyes are so good.
This is true. He did say their eyes are good. He says a lot of stuff, though.
I don't think a lot of it's true.
I don't think so.
You are running out of time if you're going to do something.
You mean
You hear the before somebody comes down the stairs. You can hear them coming down.
We should wait that till after this person is at least left.
Yeah.
All right,
bruv,
okay,
I think
perfect.
that's- 'cause then
And
I
we
can
just
use
like
my
make as though we're just
ghosts,
admiring
yeah.
the view.
Okay. Yeah, you see two lizard folk kind of come down, and then they head out the main gate. A couple more kind of come through all the way to the other
What's
courtyard.
the timing on how often they walk across?
Are they guards?
It's not. Some of them are guards. Some of them are just passing through. You see, some of them are kind of lugging like more supplies up to where the kitchens are.
Okay.
It's just a thoroughfare, right? Like
I
it's like
understand.
kind of the main passageway that goes through the bottom part of the castle that connects either courtyard.
Yeah.
So it's like a fairly large kind of arced hallway, and then there's stairs that go upstairs to the other floors.
Seeing that they're kind of like keeping half an eye and seeing that they're kind of done, they found it there. You know, Pukes, it's been so wonderful chatting with you and getting to know you better. I'm real appreciative of your time. I won't take up any more of it. I'm very appreciative.
Yeah, this has been really nice, and you know, you've really taught me a lot about plants that I, you know, honestly, I didn't really think twice about them. I just thought they were sort of just green shit that got in the way.
I mean, I probably, for you, I don't know about your biology or nothing, but like, you probably shouldn't eat them, but they are edible.
It never even crossed my mind to eat them.
I love teaching people new things.
Wow.
Fuchs, you ever play Crokinole?
No, what's that?
I'd like to take a full hour to explain Crokinole to Fuchs.
Destroys this community.
You fucking he gets excited about it. And he starts like looking for bones that he can then like fashion into crokinole pieces.
Mate, please allow me, and I will fabricate.
You can make him like a set of bone crokinole.
This
discs.
is.
I don't know if you're
this
tight
is the
with.
true mind virus.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're
Crokinole.
tight with any of the gods or anything, but like,
Yeah, they're
back
gonna
where I
love
come
this.
from, the gods absolutely love Crokinole. It's like
Game
one of my
of the gods.
mates introduced Crokinole to all his buddies, and now he's like the coolest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell Mancha. And he takes the fucking board.
You can also bid on it too. It's real fun.
Yes!
Is the bridge clear?
At the he's run out. Like it's still
Early.
evening. Yeah, like it's
Okay.
early evening. So you like folks are kind of setting.
Let them catch the Crokinole bug.
Alright, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll be occupied tonight.
But yeah, you do know where your rooms are now. You have been left alone. But yeah, there are still some.
Did we have
folks
to
kind
give
of
our
moving
weapons in
throughout.
at this point?
Yes, he did take you by the armorer to give your weapons to the armorer.
I don't have any really.
Actually, I think he was on the way to do that, and then
And-
you distracted
and then
him.
he left.
Oh, perfect. perfect.
I would say if there's any outward weapons that anyone has, put them in the bag of holding right now. Because if they come across it, we can already say we've already checked it.
Right.
Put
Just
all
like
of
put
Esper's knives.
all of Esper's knives,
Every
everything.
Poppins, my staff in it.
Yeah, like the staff is in there, Esper staff, everything is in the
I
bag
am
of
the
holding.
weapon.
Likewise.
Climb in the bag.
Yeah, me too.
A lethal weapon.
5 minutes of air. You got this.
Then we would
Extra
retire
to
to
the
our
top.
rooms.
Okay.
And can we have a short rest while we do that?
Yeah, in your rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
take
I
a
don't-
short rest.
I need
I
to
don't
get my
have any
key
health
points back.
All right, so you head up to your rooms,
I do,
take a little
I need my
short
key points
rest.
back.
I do actually.
and I need that back.
How many dice? I've never had to roll. For a short
You're
rest.
D8,
many do
so
I
you should
need?
get 9 D8. You can use all of them, but you
This
only
fucking
regain
guy?
half back every day.
I don't know where it's written down.
What?
How many hit? How many?
You should
As
have
many
9
as your
D8.
level. So 9.
Oh, okay, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Yes.
D8. So what do I add?
You add your constitution to each die.
This is our tank, everyone.
He
Don't
doesn't
take
get
a lot of
hit.
hits. And now, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
You choose how many you're going to roll and roll them at once. And you can't add more on. Because they'll...
You said moron.
You, shush, wait. You only recover...
Add moron.
You only recover
Okay.
half of what you rolled. So it's like a fun little betting thing where it's like if you spend 8, you only get 4 back after a long rest.
Yes.
And then you'd only get 2 back. So it's like you want to use as few as you can.
But you have to say how many you're going to use before
Yeah,
you
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
Declare it.
I rolled 4.
Okay, I'm
of
going
my
to do.
D8.
I really like that design.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's good.
31 plus 23 plus 4 times 2 is 8. 31. I'm back up to 4.
Yes.
What is the like architecture of this castle like?
You can see it's all fine stonework. The stone itself looks to be like almost like a granite, but it has been weathered and like you can see there's a lot of it has like moss and vine growing on
I
it.
as M Miss
But the stonework is quite precise, and there's a lot of use of arches in a lot of the architecture, like the bridge and a lot of the hallways kind of come to a more
Like a pointed arch?
Yeah, pointed arch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we would retire and wait until it was everyone all got the meat sweats and then the meat sleeps.
And they are meaty sweats.
And,
We go.
and I would
down
say
to the
Esper would
ridge.
cast Pass Without Trace
Yeah, bro.
on all of us.
Okay.
On his-
All right, so you head out of your rooms, kind of late at night in the castle.
Roll stealth.
Yeah, I'll have everyone roll a stealth check.
Do you want to roll for
Plus 10.
Yeah, for Esper?
Oh, Esper's up in the 30s.
It's a natural 1.
Oh God.
Okay.
30, 20.
18 plus 10, 28, 36.
10 or 11 all in for me.
25.
25.
Now, do we get advantage because the guards are flicking hard?
Not yet. You don't know that yet. You're still up by your. This is just kind of getting
Okay.
out into your room. And Esper rolled a.
15 on the die,
Okay.
plus
A million.
47.
All right. You head out. Miri, as you close the door, there's a loud. As you all kind of freeze for a second. Nothing seems to happen right away. As you head over towards the stairs, you kind of come down. You're heading down. Miri, you bail down the last part of the stairs into the hallway. You, like she
And I, like,
spills
try
out
and
in
catch
front, and you hear a voice. You okay? You see Dweek.
Oh, Dwee.
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's up?
We
Why
would
are
all
you up?
pressed against the wall.
Yeah, you're all still up in the stairwell.
I sleepwalk
Oh.
sometimes.
Oh, okay. Are you okay?
I think so. I guess I fell down the stairs.
Make a deception check for me, please.
Deception. Okay. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. You rolled a natural 1 on his inside. He goes, cool, I'm going to the crocodile game.
Okay, have fun.
You see he scampers off.
Sorry, everybody. It's okay. You did good.
As you come down into the kind of main hallway, it's quite quiet. You can hear the sound of crocodile.
Yes. That's the true mind virus.
When we
That's-
get down to the bridge where the
Yeah, you're in that hallway.
I am going to cast silence
Okay.
Ooh.
so that if this thing makes any noise when it opens, no one outside will be able to hear.
Yeah, watch as Esper kind of finds those holes and kind of presses them in. Takes probably a couple of you to lift it.
Yeah, I would help.
Yeah, as you kind of lift it and
Char's
slide.
padding
Does smoke
silently
come
with
out
us.
of it?
There is a bit of dust that you can see kind of rises up. And it feels, as you kind of hold it and move it, you realize that the stonework has been fashioned to, like it's actually a metal plate that's, fairly thick. It's pretty heavy. As you kind of slide it along the ground, it makes no noise.
Would we want to put the top back on? Because I'm assuming there's going to this is probably a secret exit, so we're,
Someone will come through. Yeah.
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 So we put the top back on as we go back.
Yeah, as you see, there is a ladder down, like a metal ladder down into this large.
I'm going to, as the person who's here, I'm going to go first.
And Esper will come along doing
Yeah.
wizard watch
Okay.
Yeah.
for traps.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of all climb in. I'll have Esper roll an investigation check for me.
I just make. Yeah. Gosh, rogues are silly.
They're so silly.
24.
Broken.
Esper gets a little ways down ahead of you as you all kind of climb in behind and you slowly slide that thing back into place. And he does see about, after what feels like about 20, 30 feet of climbing down. And you saw from the pillar outside, the pillar probably sat above the water, probably about 80 feet. But about 30 feet down, he kind of puts his hands up. And he points to a section of the wall, and you can see there is now that he's pointed out and your eyes are adjusting, you can see a very, very faint glow of a rune on the wall.
Does it look like a trap that can be disarmed, or does it look like something that can
Make an Arcana check if you want.
Esper would make the Arcana
Yep.
check. He's got expertise in Arcana.
Guidance.
Yeah, baby. 24 again.
24 again. You do see. Is this you or Esper?
No, this is Esper.
Okay.
Bruh.
Yeah, he can see that it is a kind of spell, and it looks like a stone-shaped spell.
Oh, oi, bruv. I think if this gets tripped, we go underwater.
I walk up to it, or closer to it.
Yeah,
I don't
you kind of
touch it,
climb down.
and I will.
Ooh, with his stone spell, can he accurately, convey
this is
what
something I
level
can
it would
cast.
need to be?
He recognizes this spell, but he doesn't necessarily know what level it's at.
I will cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
Yeah, I would say one of you could make an Arcana check to see if you know.
I've
level
used that spell before,
Yeah,
so I think
you would know then. Yeah.
yeah. So
That a 4th level would dispel it.
Yeah, I cast it at 4th level.
You watch as it kind of fades out.
Good work, everyone. So we
Continue to
keep
climb down. Okay.
Yeah, I
And
would
the verbal component for that is friend.
speak friend and enter.
And then, as you continue to climb down, you get probably about 100 feet. Before
Oh, so
you,
we're under the water now.
yeah, you are under the water now. As you find yourself on a smaller landing, the room kind of opens up a bit into kind of like a dome shape. And you can see there are two fairly well-preserved, well-made elven canoes
Hell yeah.
on either side of the room. And you also see there is a skeletal figure. Like a lot of the bone is kind of like, it looks sort of mossy and decayed somewhat, but it is sitting in armor on the ground.
Oi, bruv. Should I talk to that skeleton?
Yes.
And
yes.
always remember, the last question is there anyone you wish to tell, or you wish me to tell about your passing?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's kind of my whole thing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bruv. And I'll ask these questions, but it'll be a real group effort.
Sure will.
So we can all come up
They
with
can't
the
hear
best
the rest of us, right?
questions together.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Speak with Dead is only like it's
Yeah, it's just one
It's
on-
just one person. It's like I often like to picture it with Nepi. It's that like you kind of like you tap into the spirit focuses directly
So
on you, and
we
you're
get-
the tether to it.
We get 3 questions. And
No,
then the
we
f-
get 4 questions.
But the
and
4th one is
Real quick,
fifth one.
if I'm
You
piloting
got
the
4.
investigator,
The fifth one is
Oh, okay.
we're definitely gonna investigate this room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure there's
Got
no
it.
traps or anything special. 22.
With a 22, you find it's like you see there are some open and like kind of broken crates. You can see have kind of decayed over time. It looked like there was provisions in there at some point, maybe, but they're all gone. You can see the kind of like remnants of some like metal utensils and stuff like that. It looks like anything that was there was consumed. The lone figure is the only one down here with these 2 elven canoes, which, like I said, they seem like they're just in good shape and fairly well preserved. Like they're well made.
Are there any? Does it look like there was like any provisions or any supplies packed? Were these like getaway canoes essentially?
It seems like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any sconces on the walls?
Oh,
No.
hell yeah.
There are no
Damn.
sconces on the wall.
Great question.
The Calixo used to have this weird bread that they would take everywhere with them. Would never stop talking about it.
Sourdough. I knew friends like that. Yeah.
I was a tree at the time, so my concept of bread was
Loose at
very
best.
loose, yes. But we should figure out what we want to ask.
Yeah, bruv.
And this is us above board as Esper figuring it out.
Well, we would have done it as a group.
Yeah, we would.
Do
Anyways,
I speak Elvish? Because that's probably important. Let me find that.
I mean, we can do
Tongues.
if
Do you have
need be.
tongues?
Yeah.
Tongues is a great spell.
It's so good. It's just such a good utility spell.
what do we want to know?
Why are you down here? Why was this pathway, like, was this a getaway exit? Where did the Calixo go?
Well, he might not know, because they might not have been gone when he died.
Right. How
I think
did you die?
What happened to you?
Yeah, what happened to you
Would
is a good one.
sort of get us there.
Or why are you down here, and, like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
He does not speak Elvish.
But,
Does he know where the Willia tree is?
Willia tree.
Yes, that's.
Because I bet you the Calixo knew
That's
the
a
Willia
great-
tree. That sounds like a tree that's
Or
been
no,
that's
not
old.
not
The Wayla tree.
Wayla tree, sorry.
Wayla.
Do you know how to find the?
Wayla.
That's a yes. That would just be a yes answer. He doesn't have.
How
to
can
elaborate.
we find-
How do you find the Wayla tree?
Yeah, you got to be careful with those.
How do we find the whale tree?
How do us?
How does one find the Wayla tree?
How we
How
make
does-
Fine do this?
How does one find the
How does one find the Wayla tree? What happened?
Where did the Calixo or
What was the significance of this? Please,
Who's your daddy?
Your dad is.
Who your daddy
Your
is?
daddy is.
And who needs to know?
maybe and maybe what happened to you? How did you die?
Well, I think we got a couple of good ones. What
Let's
happened
start.
here?
Let's start at least. Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe is there anything? I just want to know if there's something special in this room other than the canoes. It feels like a lot of work to just have 2 getaway canoes.
What's the importance of this room?
Yeah, what's the purpose of this room? Because like
Yeah.
they could have just had getaway canoes, like they could have had
Anywhere.
like stairs down to the water and then getaway
Let's
canoes.
see how it goes because we might
Okay.
get that from like what
Maybe
happened
like
here.
we start with why are you down here?
Yeah. So
Okay, so Miri would cast tongues.
I thank you. I take my ghost fingers. I stick them into my spooky armor, and some weird ghosts come out. and they talk to the other ghost. And I don't cross the stream. So really no.
As you see the kind of like the chin of the skeletal figure kind of rises up. Takes a breath in.
Oi, bruv. What happened here?
We were set to the siege. I came down here to hide. And I starved to death.
Do we want to know who was sieging?
Who was besieging you?
Oi, bruv, sorry to hear that. Who was besieging you?
The followers of Bullock.
Ooh.
Okay. So we can assume that the followers of Bullock essentially wiped out the Calypso here at the castle.
I think we need to ask, how do we find the Wela tree?
Yeah.
But secondly, why was Bullock so interested in this?
What does Bullock want, maybe?
What does Bullock want?
Bullock's aims?
Well, we
With
might need a follow-up
seal.
question after how do we get to the tree, so let's stop.
All right, good point,
Yeah.
good point.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely hate Bullock. Don't care for it. Sorry, that's a different character. Mate. Bruv. It's bruv and mate. Getting crossed. Oi, bruv. How does one find the
Wela.
Tree.
Wela tree?
One does not find the Wela tree. The Wela tree will reveal itself to those who are friend to the forest.
Okay, that's good. We can work with that.
Maybe she was friend at one point.
Should we ask about Bullock? Oi, fam, should we ask about Bullock? Losing him.
I am really trying to moderate what I know about Bullock versus what Shai would know, which is
It would be,
nothing.
it would be useful to...
Maybe we ask, why was Bullock besieging? Why were the followers of Bullock besieging? What were Bullock's aims?
What does Bullock want with the Yasil?
Bullock?
Yeah, that's a great question. What does Bullock
Bruv.
want with the Yasil?
What does Bullock want with the Yasil, bruv?
I do not know. Our seer, Yadira, she warned us that they were coming,
Oh, fuck. She's been corrupted.
but we were powerless to stop it.
No. Okay. That's a bad word. Maybe she wasn't always a snake.
Elf turned snake?
Yeah,
Elf snack?
elf snake.
Oi, bruv. Is there anyone
Who we should notify of your
who
passing.
we should notify if you're passing, bruv?
My sister, Anais.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, bruv. Be at rest or something.
Kind of, you see the kind of spirit sort of embrace as it kind of.
Yeah,
folds
take him
back
away,
down.
boys.
I think we
Says to
would.
the ghost.
I think we would gently remove the
Say hi to
ropes
Torin.
from the canoes.
Yeah.
Is the armor look anything special, or is
The armor looks fairly well crafted. Looks like elven chainmail.
I'm
Arcana check.
You see, he has quite nice boots and a cloak.
let's
Yeah, I'd
take-
like to see if any of these are magical.
Yeah.
Guidance.
21.
21
Arcana.
for Arcana. You get a sense that the boots and the cloak might have some magical properties.
You can identify that when we're back up in the rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the elven chain just looks like well-made elven
not-
chain. It's still in great condition.
We're not just gonna leave here from the canoes. Or is there a pathway out with the water?
Not that you can see.
No, they're
you
just-
can make an
just like-
investigation check.
You got it, bruv.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Yeah, bruv.
I would like to use my perception to see if I can hear water, like from around here.
16.
You can. 16. You look around, and you do notice something odd. As you can see, there's not a sconce, but you can see that the ladder itself, the bottom rung, sits just above the stonework, and there, the other part of the metal continues on into the stone, which is odd. It doesn't end at the stone. It seems to.
It's almost like he didn't know there was another layer down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use I got 2 more charges.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use.
You point, and it points directly at the bottom of the ladder, the, like last rung.
I also got a
Investigate the last
23 for like listening to perceiving water.
Yeah, you do hear water. Yep.
Okay. Is it below?
It's around. Like
It's around?
You can
Yeah,
hear
we're
it.
underwater.
Yeah,
We're
you're
underwater,
you're
I know.
underwater.
Does it sound like underwater sounds, or does it sound like water rushing with air?
A little bit of both. It, like
what
it
I'm
sounds
looking for.
partly submerged, but you can
We
hear.
went way down.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming at this point we should not go back up.
20.
We should
20. You see that the bottom rung, which you normally, because of how it's spaced, you realize none of you stepped on it when you came down. Like it doesn't make sense to step on the very bottom rung. You would just step off onto the ground. And so you see that it actually depresses. There's a mechanism that depresses it down.
Do we feel like if we depress that mechanism, then it'll shoot us into like some wild and crazy rapids?
I think we might be able to go further down.
Yeah, I think at this point.
Like if you just keep climbing on the ladder, the door opens for you. But if you don't know to keep climbing, I'll go first. I can turn into a.
Well, here's what I'm.
If I need to.
I can breathe underwater, so I'm fine. And y'all have the
Yeah, we all have
breathing
masks.
My question is, do we want to leave this place like tonight as we are?
Yes.
Okay,
I
great.
do not care for this.
We don't have a mask for a shard, though.
Beck.
We've been able to fashion a mask.
Oh, we
for
do.
Char.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then just in case we all go.
But I mean, I can stand here and I reach with my toe and I push the.
Oh no.
Okay.
You push it?
Well,
I
I would
would-
wait till. I mean, I'm waiting for.
I would just like get the canoes ready.
Put your breathing mask on yourself before you put it on your companion.
I suspect that when we press this, it's gonna be like it's gonna shoot us out into. It's
Gonna be moist town.
I
Oh,
put
okay, so
I
we all
put the
get in the
mask on
canoes?
Char.
Yeah.
We get in the canoes,
Okay. You all get in the canoes.
and then.
So
got made. You
mage
got
hand.
Oh, I'll just
I'll hold on to my dog.
I'll go with a little more than mage hand. Yeah, absolutely. I mage hand it.
Yeah. As it pushes down. You feel the whole room kind of and start to rise up along the ladder as you watch as the stone kind of shifts as it moves up the whole chamber as you rise up probably about 40 feet. And then you feel like the stones of the room kind of start to move away like this and open up as the canoes kind of drop out into the river. And you feel this kind of jolt as they shoot forward, as there is like a magical sort of propellant that shoots
Hell
these canoes
yeah.
upriver. And it continues for almost an hour. As you are like,
Rocket
I'll have
canoes.
you, whoever's in the front steering the canoe.
What type of check
I'm gonna
is
have
I
you
would have.
make
I would have been one of them.
Our canoe
either survival check or sleight of hand check.
I'll take one with sleight of hand.
I'll take one with survival.
And
Wait,
Is any of
who's
you
in
got
what
Who's in
canoe?
which canoe?
Esper and I in one because Esper can help me with the sleight of hand.
Uh-huh.
I'll go with baby boy and,
Yeah.
and fire mommy.
Great.
Good.
Caboose crew.
And Char's in the
Who's
canoe
crew
with me.
plus
And this is
plus
survival.
ghost fingers.
plus Baraboo.
Can I do guidance?
You better be quick.
Guidance.
With sleight of hand, that is going to be a 24.
All right.
That's a 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you deftly kind of navigate this river under the cover of night, as you are you do see a little bit of light from the stars up above as the canopy of the forest is a little wider, is a little more open here along the river, and you manage to kind of steer through up part of the river basically to where you got earlier, past the outpost. You kind of managed to, with your high rolls, you managed to avoid the barge. And Thistle, your canoe actually jumps the barge.
Are you Tim? Are you throwing us back to when the barge was stuck in
Them,
English?
them best wishes, boys. We're at it again.
As you come around, and like I said, after about an hour, the kind of magical propellant peters out, but it gets you past where you were upriver on the past the barge, probably about 20 minutes past there.
Nice.
How fast you were going.
We're gonna need to sleep at some point, otherwise we're gonna get ourselves exhausted. But
The river does widen up a bit here. The current is less strong, but you are still fighting.
All right, let's move over to the side and we'll find a place to camp.
Absolutely.
yeah,
All right. So you kind of pull off to one side of the river, and you are looking for a place to camp. One of you can make a
Anyone want
survival
help?
check.
Advantage.
guidance.
Yeah, fuck it.
Survival. That is a 28.
28. All right, you kind of head off. How far away from the riverbank do you go?
I think we should go that.
I don't think we go that far, and I think we take our canoes with us.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna
So you
portage.
You portage a little bit in.
Truest Canadian.
And you find there is like a little, almost like a little bank of the river that's been hollowed out a little bit. It looks like an animal at some point kind of hollowed some of it out under a larger tree that was kind of overhanging. So the roots sort of naturally form like a little bit of a shelter that give you cover from behind. And you could really only be seen from the other side of the river as you kind of pull some of the brush on either side.
You know I'm
you're
gonna
in pretty
A-frame
good,
it. Come on now.
Yes, build us our house.
Yeah.
But this time I'd like
It's
to.
like a mansion, but not quite as magical.
I'd like to flex my creativity just a little bit and like try to make it look less like an obvious A-frame and look a little more blendy-y.
Okay, yeah. You kind of blend it in with the tree itself.
Yeah.
Can you make us a tree house off the ground?
I could. It's
I'm
like
just thinking.
10 by 10.
I'm just thinking like
Oh, yes.
sometimes the scariest
Jungle
things
crawlies.
are on the ground.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you can all make athletics checks to climb up into your house.
I mean, we have rope, so we can fashion a ladder of some description.
We have rope and the power of friendship.
Okay. All right. You climb all up.
I like
have
how
to
that
roll.
worked. The power
Fine.
of friendship.
Fine.
We have
power
a
friendship.
monk who can run up vertical
Right.
surfaces.
I
You're not all
absolutely.
in
and
power
then,
of
and,
friendship,
then,
I'm saying.
and then drop a rope down.
I think I try and. run
Have
up
you
the
ever
tree.
seen Mark climb a
It's an
rope?
8.
Mark is struggling to
Yeah,
get up.
I think
Mike
if,
can levitate.
If Mark pulled the bottom of the rope, I could probably.
Mark
think he
doesn't
can-
have
has
the
the
grip
grip
strength.
I tie it around his waist, and Shy hoists him up.
As you do get him into the treehouse, and you all sit down.
We all
for the
take a
evening.
point of exhaustion.
Yeah, Ollie and Mark up. Who would like to take first watch?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good, so I'm happy to take a watch.
I can take a watch.
Okay. Miri and I'll take first watch.
All right.
I called dibs on next watch with Esper.
You can make perception checks.
Char's gonna stay up with us, and I'll have her give me the help action.
You ready, Mom? You ready, Sean?
Oh, Jen, your dice is rolling like fire tonight. Thank you.
17.
17.
For perception, that is going to be a 26.
26. You kind of take a look out. It's sort of the middle of the night by the time you all get set up. It's quite quiet. You kind of hear the insect noises and things like that of
Which
the
moon's
forest. There is no moon out currently.
Okay.
But you kind of settle in for the evening and your night passes pretty quietly.
Sounds good. I would just kind of sit and like, I'm assuming there's like one little window on this treehouse, and I'm just kind of taking peeks outside every now and again.
Shy,
Yeah.
is there anything you want
We also don't have to whisper because Mike's will not pick us up. I only know because people have said on our YouTube videos that they're very quiet.
Hey, Shy!
Yeah, Miri.
Oi, we're sleeping here. No.
Oh, sorry. I don't know my own voice.
No, you have to for the mics. And it goes back to
Who's Mike, and why are there more than one of them?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Miri.
Mike's the guy we employ to write everything down. If he can't hear you, he can't keep
That's
record.
it. Yeah.
I'm so confused. Is there anything you want me to
like the scribe.
send to Adri or anyone? With that?
Yeah. I'm worried about him.
I know, me too.
He's out there with Moss, and it's been days, and I just... Can you send him... Hi, fish. Please be safe. I miss you. I can't wait to see you. Love, Fins.
Send that verbatim.
You're back. Oh, hey. Thanks. Love her too. I'm good. Hope y'all are too.
Sounds okay.
I don't want to put him in a tough spot by asking him to tell us what he's doing. I don't want to. I know Moss's hackles are already raised. I don't want to put him any more in danger than he already is.
Yeah.
It's twice now. Shit.
Are you okay?
I don't know, Mary. I've had my entire life ethos kind of handed to me on a platter. I spent my whole life thinking that my mother was an awful person.
Yeah.
And now I am realizing that she's not. And I don't know where to put that and what to do with that. And it's just kind of a process. And now I'm like, went from fucking not caring what was happening with her or where she was to now I'm worrying about her, Mary.
That's harder.
It is harder. I don't want to worry about another person. I worry about fucking everybody. I worry about everybody.
Yeah.
I worry about Thistle. I worry about Mark. I worry about that idiot over there. And I would point to Esper. I worry about that idiot. I just kick him.
Are you worried for them or are you worried for you? It's like Thistle's fine in his own way. Do you know what I mean?
I know they're fine. But I think what happened with me was too young. Another person was in my care. And when I was 10, 9 or 10, you don't have the skills to deal with that. So you just get scared and you just worry all the time about everything. Because you don't have the answers. I'm 22 years old. I don't got fucking answers for anything.
I think the people who say they have answers for everything are full of it.
Yeah, probably. But still, I can imagine it feels better to feel like you have the answers than you don't. I don't have those at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not lying to yourself about it, like life is harder. It's a lot easier to lie to yourself about the things that are hard, or
Yeah.
to lie to yourself about caring about people.
Yeah.
I don't know how to help. I feel like I should try to help, but I have no idea how to help.
Does that happen a lot with you?
Yes, all the time.
I feel like I'm not the first one you've tried to help and not know how.
I don't know if I'm trying. I just am expressing that I feel like I should, which I think is the goal of doing that is so that you know that I care.
I do know that you care, Mary.
Okay, that's great. I think it's just important to me that you know that.
I've never doubted that.
Okay, cool. You probably could have earlier because I didn't. It doesn't matter.
I'm not great at reading people, which tends to mean that I trust people kind of by necessity. So I just figured you did until you did something that showed you didn't. I figured if you didn't care about me or any of us, you would have left a long time ago.
I thought about it for a while.
I know.
But yeah. Okay. Well, I'm worried about Adri for you. If that makes sense.
It does.
Also for Adri, obviously, but more for you. And I'm gonna. I think everything's gonna be okay.
I hope so.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'll just worry about the alternative.
Worrying doesn't help, unfortunately, hey?
For me, yes and no.
It helps?
Sometimes my worry helps me be prepared. My worry helps me Prepare for contingency. If not this, then what? If this thing breaks, if that falls apart, what do you do?
After you've fully prepared all you can, do you still worry?
Yeah.
Then what is it serving you at that point?
It's not. But that's the thing about worry. It tells you it's serving you until it doesn't.
I hate thinking. It's so hard. Do you ever feel like your brain's trying to trick you all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I spent so much time quiet in Yorin. I put my head down. I didn't say much. That's why they called me shy. I just didn't talk because I didn't need to. I just watched and learned, worried and planned, and biding my time.
Do you prefer planning or doing? 'Cause we're doing a lot of doing.
I mean, you can plan to punch someone in the face, but it doesn't feel half as good as when you actually hit.
Well, there's some people we need to punch in the face.
Who do you need to punch in the face, Mary?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think I experience anger at people in my life the same way you do. I think I just experienced disappointment. And so I walked away from the ones who disappointed me.
Where do you think my anger comes from?
Disappointment?
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't turn into anger for me. I don't know whether that's good or bad, but it's just, I feel it differently from how you feel. I don't think there's anything wrong with the way you feel it. It just feels different.
Who are you disappointed in?
My family, my people.
Like your people as a whole?
Yeah, they just are small-minded.
And your family?
They didn't care about what I wanted. They tried to make me be a part of something I didn't want to be a part of. And my only choices, the only way I could say no was to walk away. So I'm not angry at them, I just am disappointed that I wasn't given a way to say no that allowed me to still have a relationship with them.
Feels good to say no.
Yeah, but it's hard having your choices taken away. It's harder to say no when you have to give something up by saying no. When I think it's a gift when somebody allows you to say no to an offer and you don't have to lose anything by saying no. Or maybe that's just table stakes. I don't know.
I think that's the sign of true friendship. When you can say no to someone and you're not worried that that entire relationship's in jeopardy.
Yeah, I'm not used to that. I'm seeing it though.
Good.
Cool. Mary kind of like scratches her head in like a really weird way. Starts looking around.
I think there's just a moment where Shy is like, it's just a peaceful, like, friendship.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It just feels really good.
Nice. Okay.
I would go and wake Thistle.
All right. Thistle and who else is taking watch?
Esper.
Oh, wake up Esper. Yeah.
I'm ready to see.
He comes out of a coffin. Just...
Let me listen to the spirits.
All right, perception checks from both of you.
I curl up with my big dog. She's not my dog, but she's the dog that's traveling with me right now.
Oh god.
Perception or survival?
Perception.
Don't be bro.
21.
Okay.
Let's see. How's he doing? Oh, 9.
9. Okay. You're a little groggy. Esper's a little groggy. He's kind of like looking out. Thistle, you are kind of peering out. It's fairly quiet. After about 20, 30 minutes or so, you hear the sound of rain fall through the forest, kind of hitting the roof, the leaves around you. And there is like a faint, almost sulfuric smell to it. Very faint.
It's like acid rain.
We go in so that it doesn't land on us.
Yeah, you kind of
but
tuck
we
it back in.
Watch from the window.
Yeah.
Yes.
You all right, bruv?
Yes. You.
Me, always.
Good talk.
Always, bruv.
Good talk.
Good talk.
All right. The rest of your watch passes in dead silence, listening to the rain.
I love men.
As the light comes
love
up
men.
in the morning, you do notice you can see a lot of the leaves on the trees, and there are even some pockmarks on the bark and the wood of the
Treehouse.
Like
Treehouse.
that acidic.
Yeah. You can see some of the leaves have holes that have kind of burned through them.
I would walk to. How far did we get any sort of sense of how far upriver the Wayla tree was?
No, you're not sure, and you get the sense that like the Wayla tree is not something that's necessarily in a static place.
Okay, so what
which
I
is
would-
not totally surprising to you.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to walk to the edge of this balcony, because I imagine it's got like a little balcony. If anyone's seen Invincible, I imagine it's like that treehouse.
Okay, yeah.
Sort of thing.
It's not nearly as cool. It's 10 feet by 10 feet.
Okay. There's a balcony.
It's a cube in a tree.
I walk up to the edge of it, and I would like to close my eyes, sort of tap into the beating of the bristlecone heart,
Okay.
and I want to cast, and I'll do it ritually because why the hell?
You got
We have time.
Oh, Esper will ritually look at all the things we got from the elf.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Locate Animals or Plants.
Whoa.
It's a second level spell. Describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant, concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings. You learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles.
Okay.
And I am looking for the Wayla tree.
Okay. It is. You reach out and you are not able to find.
No pings.
No pings.
Interesting.
What are you trying to do, Thistle?
I'm trying to find the tree.
When you were a tree, how did you make friends with other trees?
Through the roots.
Well, the guy who starved to death said that it makes itself apparent to those who are friends of the forest or something like that.
Oh, good point, Mark.
We should also probably talk about the fact that Yadira was a Calixo elf.
It is quite the betrayal.
She tried to. My sense is what? Maybe she was.
I think whoever corrupted her
Did
they needed someone who knew where the tree was.
And they did so in the name of Bullock.
Yes. I don't think that she was the one who betrayed them. I think she was corrupted after.
Sounds like she tried to warn them. So
Well, she was the seer.
yeah.
Maybe that's how. Nope, I don't know that. Sorry. Sorry.
Fighting for your life.
I don't fucking know that.
I am fucking fighting.
Delete.
I am fighting for my life because the thing that would be a very the information that I want to share, which I will on Chatwater, is a very pertinent piece of information.
After Mark had said that about how do we befriend the trees, I would walk up to the tree that we are in, and I would say,
Good morning. I apologize. I have not introduced myself. I am Thistle of the Bristlecone.
and I will cast at 3rd level Speak with Plants.
Okay.
Ooh.
Also, Esper would find out that they are boots of elven kind and a cloak of elven kind.
Those give you advantage on stealth, if I recall.
Yes, they do.
Both
Boots,
of them?
the boots give advantage on stealth checks when you that rely on moving silently, and the cloak of elven kind give you with the hood up give you wisdom checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide.
I feel like
The cloak's
Adam would
color
love that
shifts
one.
to
The cloak.
camouflage,
Can I take the boots?
Take the boots.
I recently
and
traded.
pulling the hood up or
never
down requires an
Oh,
action.
would you like boots?
Yeah. Can I have your boots that I'm writing down on my
No,
character sheet?
no. Would you like the stealthy boots?
Oh, the stealthy boots?
Oh, yes, you're not very stealthy.
No.
I'm extremely not stealthy.
That's why
That's
I was
good.
thinking.
Give me my
Clank,
boots back.
clonk. Okay. Good thing I'd only written boots of.
It's
also-
nice that
Elven
our
kind.
feet are the same size.
What?
That's really good.
You also
It's
have
really cool.
Blessing of the Trickster too, I think, don't
Yes.
you?
Give me my boots.
Yeah, so I would cast Speak with Plants.
Okay.
And it's all plants within a 30-foot radius of me gain with a limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your
Get ready to
simple
be a plant, Tim.
commands.
Is that as you move, or is it just when you cast it?
It's when you cast it, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
We're alive! We're free! We're free!
I am Thistle of the Bristlecone. Pleasure to meet you.
I am Bristle.
Of the Thistlecone?
Just a little tree joke.
What do we hear on the outside?
We don't always get them, but they grow on you.
I've been sitting on that one for a while.
What do we hear on the outside of this?
You just hear a lot of
Is it like tree, like this, like the swaying of the tree? In the
yeah, you kind of hear the like creaking of the tree, and it's difficult to put an exact analog to it, but yeah, you hear sort of the
Just vibes, bro.
yeah, it's vibes.
It's just vibes.
Just vibes.
So, what are you doing here?
I am actually from the Bristlecone, which is your
Really?
sister was.
I thought you were all gone.
Almost all of us but us. Me, yes, I'm the last one.
We went through a great morning.
Thank you for mourning my brothers and sisters.
Of course.
I've come because I've heard you are quite unwell.
Yes, there is some kind of poison in the water.
And no longer the Calixo to protect you.
No, they were killed. Most unceremoniously.
I believe I can help.
Really?
I carry the heart of the Bristlecone in me.
That is incredible news.
And I believe I can help, but I need to find the Whaler tree.
Oh.
I know that it has probably gone into hiding.
No, it is. It has been taken control of. None of us have seen or heard from the Whaler in some time. It has been kept from all of us. There is something controlling it and its whereabouts.
Someone.
Perhaps.
Yadira.
I have heard this name.
She was the seer for the Calixo. But I believe she was corrupted.
She came to them maybe shortly before the followers of Bullock arrived. They took her in as one of their own.
A traitor. A traitor.
Perhaps.
So you have no way of being able to assist us in finding the Whaler.
Well, perhaps. Does this person you believe to be controlling the Whaler tree, do they know you are here?
I don't actually know.
Well, perhaps if you make your presence known, they will find you.
That is a good suggestion, my friend. Well, you have about 8 more minutes of being able to stretch your old bones, so
Oh, this is nice.
enjoy it.
Is this what it's like for you all the time?
I don't actually know. I never got to experience this as a tree.
Oh, right. It's a bit tiring.
Yes, I find myself tired all the time. And my knees. Oh, my knees. You don't want them.
No.
They are just bad. I don't know why your legs need to bend.
No, it's
Unnecessary.
not at all. My branches bend a bit. That's plenty for me.
I've missed talking to a tree.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Others.
Not many trees outside of the forest.
No, not like me. I heard there was some, but that's for another time.
Well, you should keep in touch.
I will. I'll be back.
I'll be here.
I feel like we could probably tell Thistle's tone changing, going from like talking about serious stuff to just shoot the shit. Like it would be like serious grumbling and creaking, and then kind of just like vibesy.
It's two old men sitting on a park bench talking about the serious nature of the world.
and arthritis.
Two Muppets.
Yes.
Well, perhaps. Maybe I can send word to the others that the bristlecone survives.
Maybe keep that to yourself.
All right.
I do not know if I want Yadira to discover this yet. But,
I understand.
maybe if you could tell the others that a member of the Calypso lives, that might be enough to draw her out.
Perhaps. I will.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, no one's seen the Whaler tree in quite some time.
I have an imagery of just like a face just forming in a tree, and then it just like forms back into the tree.
Well, then back up the river then, yes?
My friend had a great suggestion.
Yes?
If we make our presence known, Yadira will come to us.
Great.
So, do we want that?
We go up the river.
The only way to find the tree is to find Yadira.
I think we go up the river as far as we can.
We find little Scrunty or Big Butt
Swamp
Flunkle
Renzo.
or Punt the Gunt.
Honestly,
Any one of these people. And either
Punt the gun is a
They-
felony.
either they want to be free of Yadira's yoke, or they can give us information about Yadira and maybe lead Yadira to
honestly,
us.
I don't know if I can handle another one of these petty warlords. They cannot help us. We need to find Yadira, and I think the only way is to
Especially if they're
get her
trying
attention.
if they're trying to court her. There's something from her that she wants. She is in control of the forest. If she's got the heart and she's poisoning it, there are more than one way. There's more than one way to poison something. Ideas are poisonous too.
Well, then what's the play?
Well, I've
This just came across my mind, and I completely am ready for you to shoot it down and say no.
We're not setting fire to the forest.
Well, okay.
Did he get it in one? Was that the... Oh.
Because
sorry.
I know. I don't want to set fire to the forest. I don't.
Well, then we shouldn't.
I don't like fire,
I don't either.
but it sends a message. I can control
When we
it.
find your brother, and we want to get Moss's attention, would you ever suggest hurting him?
No,
Well, then, I'm afraid this is something I cannot.
I understand. It was just an
see that.
idea.
Go ahead.
I just...
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I like fire.
Look.
I think fire's really fun, just not in the forest. Can you set the sky on fire forever or something?
I can't
Rythax reborn!
remotely do anything like that. I can make a little flame that's not hot that goes forever.
How about this?
How about that?
How about this?
How do you like that?
Could you message our good friend Moss? Tell him that we are here to see Yadira,
Ah,
and ask him to set up a meeting.
yeah.
They are old sorority friends, I believe.
What, do we think Moss is getting suspicious of us, though?
I think Moss is definitely onto us.
At this point,
But
Are you familiar with the phrase "shoot the messenger"?
shoot Moss?
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna be the messenger.
I could message.
Oh, do you want to be the
Yeah,
messenger?
I get shot.
Can you?
no, put it this
No
way.
one's getting shot,
I think
Mark.
at this
Didn't you want to
point,
shoot the messenger?
No, I don't want to get shot, and I don't want you to get shot either.
nobody's getting
Obviously,
shot.
thank you, Shy.
But the
He's
messenger's
correct.
getting
Look,
shot.
I can catch a bullet, okay?
But you're not the messenger.
I don't even have a gun.
Look, Moss already knows We're already on opposing sides to Moss. We don't even know what the sides are.
We get Moss to message her. He's the one who gets cursed because he's the real messenger.
That was always the plan.
I like your lateral thinking, Mark.
Thank
It's
you.
one of your best traits.
I
That
can
was
go upstairs
literally what I
sometimes
just
as well,
said.
Just not ropes.
Yeah, but sometimes young people have to come to that themselves before they actually hear.
Got it.
Yes. Why don't you
Mossy!
heat a message over to Moss?
We are in the Yassil
Rainforest.
rainforest,
Yes.
looking for your former classmate, Yadira.
Oh shit, he doesn't know that we know, and we just told him we knew.
Would you let her know? We'd love to meet her. Best wishes.
Fuck.
Hello, Mark. I don't speak with Yadira anymore. That's all you get back.
Damn.
Yeah, Mark's a dead end. I mean,
sauce.
Moss is a dead end.
I would like to, after like, I want to wait 60 seconds and then cast Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic.
For scrying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see floating outside of the treehouse a kind of snake-like eye.
I
A
turn.
snake eye.
I'm gonna look at Mark and,
Yeah, what's up?
well, yeah, we're getting scryed on.
Oh, we're getting scryed on. We're getting scryed on.
Where's the Miri?
It's outside the window. It's floating
I
outside.
go up and I stand right and I look at the
No, before you.
Listen, we cannot have Yadira find out about what we have. If she discovers what we have, she will find us and she will be after us.
He's lying. He's lying.
I'm not lying.
No, you're absolutely right. She can't find out. We've got it and it's too powerful.
It's too much. We have to be very careful.
We've hidden it from Moss for this long.
I'm gonna have you all make deception checks.
I have proficiency in deception, so whoever's helping that, I can give the help action to.
No, we all doing
We're all
it,
doing it?
right?
Yeah, so you're all trying to lie.
Guidance.
In front of her?
You gonna cast a spell in front of her?
Has the spell in front of it?
Shush it, guys.
That's good.
Deception.
14.
24?
15.
24.
And Esper?
And for the kid?
He didn't say shit.
He didn't
He
say
didn't
shit.
say
He
shit.
knows better.
But he's our deception
No,
guy.
he's
No,
not.
meant like
I'm
this.
your deception guy.
Okay.
He's the persuasion guy. I'm the deception guy.
Just going like this.
Bruv.
He's just looking like one of those fucking teens on TikTok.
His knuckles aren't cracking.
Who's laughing?
There goes.
Got him.
Okay, more TikTok jokes is what we need to do. Yeah.
And I am going to.
I guess the day's burning. We should probably head upriver.
We should absolutely head upriver. Are we gonna walk or are we gonna go?
Well, it's tough because we're about a 3-hour walk outside of Slaughtersong. So
Down river?
we're upriver from Slaughtersong. We just passed their outpost. I'd say we're about an hour outside of that. No, what? 20 minutes outside of that? We're in the part where the river gets wider.
Dragon.
So if we wanted to go up, I guess we'll
kind
keep
of
to
an
the
estuary.
left. We'll keep to the left of the estuary.
The Dathians told us to meet us at the top of the river to return the wand.
Yes, that's the spot.
It's perfect. So we
Top
will
of the
head
river,
up.
keep to the left. Hope for the best.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you continue to head upriver.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep to the left.
You keep to the left. You're
I
upriver.
am just
love this.
full on watch for anything.
All right. Make a perception check.
And I would keep an eye on waiting to see when it drops.
Okay.
I
Would have
And
cast
would,
it after.
would Esper would give me help action.
am
for
a
sure.
paddling.
And you're just walking, or you're paddling upriver.
Are we paddling
we're
or
walking.
Oh, we're
We're
walking.
Oh, we're walking? We're not gonna paddle?
No, because he said the paddling was actually slower when you got higher up the river.
No, it's when it gets wide. It's
yeah,
good.
it's still wide, so
Oh,
you
okay.
could paddle.
So then we would keep paddling.
Let's
Paddle
paddle.
for a
Let's
little
paddle.
Also, in revenge, she might
Oh,
control
that
the
is
waterways.
really bad.
Nice.
16.
Okay. You travel upriver for a few hours, probably 3 or 4.
Does the water change color?
No, it's still that kind of greenish color. You see there are, like, at times, like, streams of clearer water, but a lot of it is that kind of got that greenish, like oil slick look to it. As you travel for a few hours upriver, you see on the left-hand side, you see there are some stone ruins just off of the banks. And as you are looking...
Oh, shit. I am in the front paddling.
Well, that's a natural 1, so that's not so good. But the other ones probably hit. 26 definitely hits.
Hell yeah.
Hits you.
A 14.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And the other one is a natural 1.
I feel like if the one with the 26 hits me, I am like, then can take evasive maneuvers from the other
Yeah,
one.
so it's
Can't you catch?
Oh, is it a missile?
It
Is it a
is, it's an
projectile?
arrow.
I am going to deflect missiles. So when I do that, I use a reaction to deflect or catch a ranged weapon attack, reducing the damage by 1d10 plus dex plus monk level. So that's
Whoa.
9
Wowzers.
plus 4 plus 1d10.
Wow, that's big.
That's bigger. Very cool.
This arrow's not gonna do shit.
3 plus
13.
4 is 7 plus 9 is 16.
All right, yeah, that does it all because it's 3 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage.
I catch the arrow, and then I can, if it reduces it to 0, I can catch the missile, and I can make a reaction to make a ranged weapon attack and throw it back.
Go for it.
How far is it, or do they?
They're probably about 70 feet away.
Okay.
And who is they?
You'll see in just a second.
I
Snake
can't.
Snakers?
I say this. My range is 20-60. So I think as I catch it, I break it. I throw it in the water, and we got company. And
As you see up in a tree, you see kind of blending in with the canopy this kind of dark green body, spider-like legs.
Huge ass.
Torso. Not huge. Not huge.
Okay.
Normal size, big ass.
is it just one?
Just one that you see right now. And that's where we're going to take our break.
What a first half.
New crew.
We are going to take a quick break. Please stick around. We have an amazing promo from the folks at Homie and the Dude for the Wandering Tavern. You can type !Tavern in the chat to head on over to their Kickstarter. The cookies were so
So
good.
good.
And
Our
these,
plates are empty.
yeah, the bucket. We have one. I just truly can't eat any for Tim.
Tim.
We've been working so hard.
Tim's
Yum yums.
Please head on over to get yourself just an amazing 5e compatible setting featuring so many different plot hooks, a whole bunch of huge like stackable battle maps. They're amazing.
City in the air.
City in the air.
You're wrong.
Hot
grab
air
your-
balloon motorcycles. It's
Grab
pretty
yourself,
wild.
grab yourself some delicious tavern snacks. Grab yourself some spider milk and stick around for part 2. We'll be back in a few. Okay, bye.
Hello? Are you there? It's Amelia. The secrets of the Wandering Tavern are coming for me. I know too much. And now, so will you. The Wandering Tavern is 15 layers of corruption, gambling, exotic restaurants, hotels, expansive workstations, and buzzing accommodations. Amongst these are 23 unique locations that range from lavish establishments down to the city's seedy underbelly. But don't worry, I've got detailed battle maps of the entire floating metropolis, so all you players and GMs can find your way around. Within the bustle of this colossal airship, deadly secrets plague the air. Luckily, I was able to collect scathing testimonies from over 30 NPC patrons and staff while evading the grasp of the ruthless Claw Militia. These testimonies were laced with 30 interconnected plot hooks. It all seems to be linked. The unsolved disappearance of the engineering team, the Claw Mafia's black market empire, the automaton mutiny brewing in the depth, and even the lingering spirits of the deceased. Oh, I didn't mention that. As the sun sets, shadowy forms seep from dark corners to materialize throughout the Wandering Tavern. Hold tight to your wards as spirits roam, looking for answers, a quiet conversation, or their next victim. But don't despair. There's still plenty to enjoy if you become marooned here. I've eaten sensational food, found a myriad of powerful items, won games of chance, and delighted in the tavern's vibrant festivities. However, if you do need a quick getaway, there are 6 unique plug-and-play airships with more than 50 parts and stations to facilitate your escape. The Wandering Tavern can be an entire campaign setting, or simply dropped into your current world. I'm so glad to have been able to collaborate with some of our favourite creators, who have kindly gifted me with many add-ons and trinkets to expand your adventure even further. So, climb aboard, if you dare. Back the Wandering Tavern Kickstarter, out now.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater will roll some dice for you.
All right, let's roll initiative.
Ooh!
Okay.
Jess is at disadvantage
I
because
bullied
of
Tim
some
off.
off-screen drama.
Jess has been bullying.
Oi, bruv. 11.
Just kidding. Just
Oh,
kidding.
beans.
I love that we're changing his name to Oi Bro.
9.
Okay. Yeah, dog. Oi, bruv.
Oi Bruv.
Oi, bruv.
Oh, fuck. Okay. No, this is fine.
So we're fighting a caked up spider.
As far as you can
Absolutely.
see, yeah.
Okay.
Just because Adam's in the hospital fighting for his life
He's not in the
doesn't
hospital
mean that
fight
there's
for his
gonna,
life.
he gets any buys
Or special treatment.
or special treatment.
You're a little off the banks. Mark is in that one.
Yeah, and then it's Shy
Mark's
and Esper.
definitely in the middle.
Thank you.
Shy and
like
Esper.
For those that were home wondering,
And our dog. Put my
Adam.
dog in there.
Adam rescued a puppy from a fire.
And it
Granted,
nearly cost him his life.
he did start the fire, but
Oh, I need to get
No,
it.
Adam is off sick this week, and we're wishing him all the well wishes. He's not going to watch this, so it's fine.
Make sure the puppies you save have been dewormed, have had all their shots. Otherwise, you get that puppy.
Make sure they're actually dogs too. It's really important.
don't want to save a cat by mistake.
Listen, pal.
Get a bit out.
Can I pet that dog?
All right, and
It's my favorite.
We'll use the centaur
Hey,
Whoa.
up in the tree.
you're like about 6 legs short there, or 4 legs short there, bro.
Bruh.
You need more legs, brah.
Oh,
Look.
I can skip leg day 4 times.
Not all.
Skipped each
not all
individual
driders are built
leg.
the same. All right, 25 to 20.
21.
The spider's built different.
20 to 15.
18.
Whoa, well done.
Cleric.
15 to 10.
11 for Fingies. Oi, bruv. 11 for Mark. Oi, bruv is a lot faster on the draw than Mark is.
And 11 for Mark as well.
Yeah.
But lower, yeah. And Thistle?
Oh, 3.
Oi, bruv is a good name for a D&D character.
I almost wrote that in the initiative order, but then I was like, I'm just going to call him Oibrev, and I'm going to forget Esper.
Well, we had numbers versus letters. It's only fair.
Sean barely remembers Esper currently.
Oi, bruv is a memorable name.
All right,
It's a good
so
branding shit.
we'll say this canoe is about 10 feet off of the shore. This canoe is about 20 feet off.
Okay.
The Drider is about 70 feet away from both of you.
Why is Char so pissed at
It's farther
Esper?
back.
Well, you know.
I didn't grab that wolf one because I didn't have time to find it. So I grabbed that one because it looks kind of like a dog.
What is it?
I don't know.
Is it a
Why you pet
scorpion?
that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
It's dog adjacent.
Okay.
All right, Shy, you're up first.
Can I? Do we want to keep going, or do we want to go on this?
We
Hold on,
want
talk-
to interrogate.
Okay.
Just greet him
Okay.
by his title.
What is his name?
The Violet Spider Lord. Lodrith.
I'm not gonna be the person.
Or Big Bottom.
I am gonna paddle our canoe kind of in line to draft behind the other canoe, just so that we're equidistant. I'm not gonna move over to the shore. Is that my movement?
Yeah, and it might be your action too,
Ooh,
to like paddle the canoe.
That's fine. I'm good for that for now. And then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And do I want to call to him? Yeah, fuck it. I'm
Yes.
first in the order. Lodrith, right?
Lodrith, Violet Spider Lord.
Lodrith, we're seeking the Violet Spider Lord. We wish to parley.
All right. See, the creature doesn't seem to register what you said.
His
Oh.
butt's not dumpy enough.
He
doesn't seem to understand.
He doesn't speak my language. That's fine. And I am going to continue to paddle behind. I'll keep a draft behind the other ones.
Okay. All right. It is Miri's turn.
Hearing Shy do that, I would like to cast Tongues on myself and shout the same thing.
Okay. You hear back. You make a persuasion check.
Can she get the help action considering I said the same thing?
Yeah,
In the same
I
time?
already have advantage. 'Cause
Oh,
of the,
good. Yes.
Dragon thing.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 7. So that's going to be 13.
You hear, "Of course, come to the bank."
Is with the teeth lick as well? Because
Yeah.
that's gross.
Do I clock the teeth lick?
Difficult at this.
Should I roll
at this
insight to see-
Yeah, you can roll a perception check at disadvantage. Pretty far away.
So that's going to be 10.
Okay. Yeah, you don't clock it.
Okay.
But it's there.
Seems like the up and
And
up.
then I think
the bank.
I would say they said to come to the bank, but I don't know.
Okay.
All right. It is the Drider's turn. It's going to.
Scuttle.
Yeah, you see it just stays where it is and kind of wraps an arm around, like one of its legs around the tree branch. And you see. That's all you see. All right. It is
like that.
Esper's turn.
And when you speak in this language, you just speak normal style. It hears it in its language.
Yes.
It's like a babblefish.
Esper is just going to take the steady aim bonus action and ready a crossbow bolt for any shenanigans.
Nice.
If this guy changes his mind and shoots us, he's getting a crossbow.
Cool.
If people jump up and surprise us, they're getting a crossbow.
Okay. All right. It is. Oh, they were supposed. No, it's fine. Mark.
Oh boy. Mark's a real kind of like react to what's going on kind of thing. Gosh. Jeez. Because I'm hearing the shout out. I'm hearing, you know. Something from the fucking. Something bad is about to happen.
That's what spider sounds sound like canonically.
But I don't want to kick off unless we're actually fucking doing something.
Would like
You know,
to talk to this spider friend though.
fuck it, just in case. It's been a hot minute, but I am going to remember a dear acquaintance of mine and ask for a little bit of company. And we're gonna summon Johnny Built Wrong in his. He's going to be jittering toe style.
More feet and the intimidate him with more feet.
No, not more feet, more toes. This is his floating style.
Let's make him look like this then.
Perfect.
More toes.
And I'm gonna have him, basically like be hovering just in the just on the water, a little closer than we are. And I'm gonna tell him to hold his fucking action for in case he sees anything shiesty. So he's just sort of.
There's some wet toes.
It's a lot of wet toes as he just sort of floats through the air.
Right. Okay.
That's me. That's
your
me.
turn.
That's all my boys.
All right. You see as on the banks, this kind of like ethereal webbing sort of breaks through the air. As you see two chitinous
What the
giants.
fuck?
You see they are like covered in this like thick kind of chitin that's plated
Oh my God.
along, kind of step through, and you watch as they scoop up rocks. And one is going to go towards your canoe. So that, you know what? It's going to go for the canoe. The canoes have an AC of 13 and about 40 hit points.
Oh, so they're
Okay.
definitely gonna be fine.
All right.
I can't
What
deflect
type of
a
giants are
boulder.
these?
These are phase giants.
Oh boy.
Phase giants?
Phase giants.
Who's phase?
Giants that go invisible? This is
Me,
bad.
technically. They're mine.
Can you tell them to
the
fuck
first
off?
one, the first one is a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
That hits the canoe. I'll keep track
That
of
misses
our
my
canoe.
canoe.
Canoe is AC 13 and 40 hit points, you said?
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you doing our canoe? I'll do it.
You'll do Arcana.
thanks.
25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whose canoe is this?
Shy's canoe.
Shy's canoe.
I'm gonna have all of you make a strength save or be knocked prone because you're in. Actually, it'll be dexterity because it's rocking. And then the other one, that is a 17 to hit for the front canoe.
That'll hit.
I'll make
and
a
that
dexterity save for the kid.
24 points of
Esper.
bludgeoning damage.
What's his
And a
dex?
dex save as well from everyone in that canoe as well.
What is
Six.
What is Esper's dex
Six.
bonus?
Sex.
6.
Sex.
18 for
natty
Esper.
20.
That's a 21 for me, and I will make one for Char.
It's a 7.
So you fall prone.
That's
got
a
a natural
14 for Char.
Char falls prone.
For Mock, it's a strength or a dex?
Dex.
Oh yeah, Mock's fine. It's 17 on the die.
All right. So yeah, you watch as Miri and Char both fall prone as the kind of like the canoe starts taking on a bit of this water as you see like kind of heavy damage on the side.
Whoever threw first, which I assume is going to be the one with the fire, he's going to get all the shots because he was the one to do tricky stuff. Our man is going to take a shot. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
I love that.
God, what did you roll with? You fucking.
There's
this
no
rough?
sneak though.
There is sneak because it's at advantage because he took the
Steady aim.
steady aim.
Oh yes, okay.
1d8 plus 1d3. I mean 3d6 rather.
Do you need some d6s?
No. 1d8 plus 3d6. And that's the normal attack, so we double that. 10, 14. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
My dimes.
Because it's a crit, my goodness. It was 14 plus 12 is 26 plus 3 is 27 points.
Plus
Nice.
His dex.
29.
There we go.
29. Nice.
9.
Plus 3 is not 27.
Good. And then Johnny Goatrong.
This guy likes math.
Pew pew is gonna fire off a couple toes.
A nerd.
2 attacks.
He's firing off a couple toes?
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's what he does. He shoots his
Toe
little
blast.
toes.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
a finite
yeah.
resource, or do they go back?
No, infinite toes.
Infinite
No free
toes.
feet, though.
No free feet.
No free feet.
Yeah,
It comes at
Or
a
spell
cost.
attack,
There's a song
absolutely.
by my favorite band called Feet for Hands, and I think about it every time Johnny's around.
16's the lowest one.
16 is the lowest one. 16 does hit.
Woo, then they both hit. That's
I
gonna be-
want to shout out my dear friend No Man and a song that plays regularly on their channel called Pants Feet.
I see it.
You've heard Pants Feet, right?
I don't think I have.
Oh,
Oh.
I'll play for you in the car on the way home.
I'm glad I'm not.
8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 8
Rav,
is
23.
There we go. 23 points of psychic damage.
How did you guys
Rob.
say that at the same time? Like
Exactly. It's pretty amazing if you think about it.
I'm good at math.
I love math.
I like all the letters and numbers. I like when they interact.
What's your least favorite?
All right. Nice. So yeah, you see that giant takes a bunch of damage. Kind of, you see it blast off some of the chitinous armor. It is now Thistle's turn.
Okay, question for you. This motherfucker over here, this giant, how close to the edge of the water is he?
About 10 feet, I would say.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am how far from him?
You're 10 feet. No, you're 10. Their canoe is 10 feet away from the shore.
So it's 20 feet technically.
Yeah, you're
away
20
from
feet
there.
away
Okay.
from him.
Can I move onto the land? What is my jump distance?
You could try. You could try to jump onto the land and not get in the water at all. You could certainly try.
Careful.
10 feet. Yeah. I'm going to try and jump onto the
I'm
land.
going to have you make an acrobatics check.
You got this. It's 10 feet.
Acrobatics.
What does that spell do?
It's a standing
Also,
long
while
jump.
I do this, question for you. My Eldritch Maul ability that increases my range, would that qualify as a reach weapon?
No, it extends your reach, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't like make my arms longer.
No.
Because it's like a spectral thing, is it
Yeah.
not? So is that like would that be considered like a reach weapon?
I don't know. What is it affect?
I'll tell you when we get there. That is going to be a 6.
A 6. All right. You leap out of the canoe.
Yes, here we go.
And you land squarely in the water, 5 feet away.
Oh boy.
You're not fully submerged, but I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You two in the canoe, I need you to both make dexterity saving throws as the boat rocks. Miri, yours is at disadvantage because you are prone.
That's very bad for Mark.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Okay.
Ah!
It's like a 6.
All right, so
Well,
the canoe capsizes as Thistle jumps out. Mark, what was yours?
6.
6. Yeah, you both fall into the water, fully submerged. I'll have you both make Constitution saving throws at disadvantage, please.
Garsh. It's in my mouth.
That was 10 for me, Tim.
10 for your con save. Okay, you are gonna take full damage.
Gonna be less than 10.
Okay, you're all gonna take full damage.
Sick.
Is it poison?
Yes, it is.
Because I'm resistant, so I'll take half.
Wow, good for
17
you.
points of poison damage.
Oh boy.
Yuff.
This is a bad place.
17, you said?
17.
So half to 8.
This is the bad place.
No, have to
Mark stays
9.
around.
9. Yeah, 9.
All right. So that didn't work.
You are in the water. It's just difficult terrain to kind of get to the shore,
But I'm 5
you've
feet.
only used 5 feet of movement.
And I'm only 5 feet from there, so that would take 10 more feet of movement.
Puts you at 15, which puts you in. You could get to him.
Okay, so what I want to do is, can I get around him a little bit?
You could probably get to about there. He's
Okay.
huge.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get right up in his grill, and I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to say, so this is where it comes into. The thing I have here, it says, an affected creature can cast spells or make attacks with ranged or reach weapons through the barrier.
Okay.
And my ability gives me the reach I need to get through it,
Right.
but I don't know if it qualifies as a reach weapon.
No, because it's a spell that's kind of moving through. So if
But
it's
I
something
can
that
cast
blocks-
spells. I can cast spells through it. It says
What's the spell you're trying to cast?
anti-life shell.
Great spell.
So it says the barrier prevents any affected creature from passing or reaching through. An affected creature can cast spells or make attacks with ranged or reach weapons through the barrier. So I think
You
it
can
just
cast spell and do reach weapons. I think you can.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna get right up in his grill. I'm gonna cast anti-life shell, which is actually gonna shunt him back because it's a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's gonna shunt him back from me. And then I'm gonna bonus action Growler Bear.
Okay.
So now I'm a Growler Bear inside of an anti-life shell that no one can reach through except for me.
Why is this?
I am, and it lasts up to an hour.
Okay.
So I am,
Let's get you back on
Can you move though with inside the anti-life shell?
The Shimmering Bell extends out from you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs.
Nebby had the spell.
Barrier
It was
prevents
awesome.
an affected creature from passing or reaching through. An affected creature can cast spells or make attacks with ranged or reach weapons through the barrier.
Although is your Eldritch Maul, is that concentration?
It is not. It is not. The Burning Blood is concentration. The Eldritch Maul is not. I don't know if something can attack through it.
They can. They just can't. So anti-life shell is that something could fire an arrow into it.
Yeah.
It could reach a weapon through it, but not its body part.
Okay.
So if it's like it's an arm swing with a short weapon, it can't get in it.
So if their reach is less than 10 feet,
With a so say like a spear poke could go through
Okay,
it,
cool.
but like a
but
like
I can
a dagger.
move, if I
couldn't go
move
through it.
forward, it keeps shunting them back.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Anti-life shell is awesome.
All right. That is my turn.
All right. It is back to the top. Or he's going to take his held action because you came up on the shore, and that was his trigger. So he's going to take 3 shots with the longbow.
Oofty.
Fucking bring it, bro.
Triggered. All
I gotta
right.
get up
First
on my
one is a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
16 for the second one,
That'll hit.
and 17 for the third one.
And those are all 3 will hit.
Okay.
And you're bear right now?
Growler Bear, yeah.
All right. So that's
Guys, Jump calculators are super fun.
That's 12 points of piercing damage plus 7 points of poison damage.
Half, because I have resistance.
Yeah, so down to 4.
So you said, sorry,
and then-
how much was the first one? 16, and then 4.
It was
So
12.
Oh, 12, so
and
16.
then 4.
So 16 so far.
16 plus, because it took its steady aim, so it gets extra damage for all these shots. 7 plus 5 is another 12.
7 plus 5 is another 12. Okay.
And then that's 1 point of piercing damage plus an extra 10, so that's 11 points of piercing damage. And then another 7, so 4 points of poison damage.
So 15 for that attack.
For the second one. And then
Oh, that's for so it was 32 for the first one. Because I have to do con saves for the anti-life shell. I just want to
Okay.
make sure.
No. It was
20, and then 12.
Yeah.
And then this one is.
It's just 12 and 1. So it's 12 points of piercing plus 2 points of poison down to 1, so it's
13.
13, another 13 points of damage.
And okay. So there was 4 in there.
3 hits.
I'm
3
very
shots.
confused by how those were split up. So I'm gonna put that as 20.
I'm gonna use this
None
as
of
a
those was
little-
10. Was more than 20 points, right?
Yeah, none of them were more than 20.
So you just got to roll 3 10s.
3 10s.
Boom. Might not know math, but I know how to cut through baloney.
You got a decent con.
May not know
don't
how to
you?
read.
Yeah, my
How to read
con
or
is plus. It's a con. Yeah.
Con save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Passed
Okay.
all of them.
All right, it is.
But he did do.
He did hit you.
No damage.
He did 52 points of damage.
Ooh, don't get hit by that guy.
All right, it is Shy's turn.
Okay. So I've had fun on a jump calculator online.
Jump.
And I, without a running start, can jump based on the fact that I am monk and my height, my character's in canon height, and my strength score. I can jump 15 feet horizontally.
Ludicrous. But I will still have you make an acrobatics check.
Yes.
This is more for the canoe than for your jump.
Need Tamsin.
15 feet horizontal. That's wild.
Acrobatics, that's gonna be a 22.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to jump and not rock the canoe.
Standing.
Yeah.
You jump 15 feet from the canoe.
Yep.
From
From,
standing.
from sitting.
And
As-
don't tip the canoe
As
over.
a 5 foot nothing with a strength score of 10.
Physics begs to differ, but I love this game.
Forget that.
This is the online D&D 5e jump calculator. Who am I to say? Okay. I am going to. How much of my movement does that count as?
15 feet.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. This giant has not been hit.
He's been hit a lot.
He's been hit a
That
lot.
one's been hit a lot.
Great. Okay. Cool. I am gonna come in and we are gonna hit this bad boy a bunch of times.
Okay.
Okay.
What should that be?
First hit is going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
With my stick. So that is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm not even going to try a stunning strike because this guy be soul constitute, I'm assuming.
So stupid.
That's going to be an 18 plus 8. So I'm assuming that's going to hit.
26 hits.
That's going to be a 7 plus 4 is an 11 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm going to spend a focus point to do flurry of blows.
Nice.
That is going to be an 18 to hit for that one.
That hits.
That's going to be another 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And then we're going to do a flirty 20 to hit, and that is going to be a just 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
just
you
like
you're just pounding away.
going to
on
break a
this
shin bone.
Yeah, and you are breaking off. Like you can feel the impact and cracking under the weight of your strikes is cracking the chitin. All right, it is Miri's turn.
Okay, Miri is in the water and prone.
Yes.
So how does that work?
So you are the water is you can kind of feel the bottom.
Okay.
So if you stand up, your head would be above water.
Okay.
but you can feel it's kind of caustic. You don't want to stay here.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to, as my bonus action, use a charge from the Crown of Whirling Comets to imbue myself with flight.
Nice.
And
Whoa!
And I guess I have to still use half my movement to depronate myself. I don't know how that works.
Standing up is half your movement. I mean, you can like.
Or can I just like levitate on my back up into the air like fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that does like
makes sense to
if
me.
you fly through like flapping wings, it hits different than
Yeah.
if you
How
just have-
high do you want to fly it?
As high as I am able to fly.
which is
I mean, I can fly my movement speed.
Fly.
So 30.
Is it a flies of your movement or is it a cast fly on
see, that's
yourself?
about
It's I gain a
that's
flying
20,
speed of my movement.
Okay.
That's 30.
The average.
And then I am going to, you see like a glowing ball in Miri's hand in the air, and she flings it up as I cast Flames United.
Nice.
Rip a little
I love the fire spells.
flame into the air,
This is Flames United.
and she just like shakes all the gross, dirty fucking water off herself.
Nice.
I hate water.
All right, it is the Dryder's turn. What's it gonna do?
And you just hear, yeah, I don't like this water either, Miri.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah, it's gonna keep using its longbow, and it's going to. Once again, you watch as its leg kind of wraps around the trees. It kind of takes a steady aim, and it's going to.
Oh, the leg hug is steady aim.
Oh yeah.
It's going to take a shot at you, Miri. The first one is going to be at you. That's a 19 on the die, so that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
Nope.
Okay.
Silvery bar.
Silvery barbs. What's the range on silvery barbs? 120?
60 feet at least.
I don't know if you're close enough, my friend.
Oh, I thought it
We're
was
underwater.
it was to her because yeah, it's just 60 feet. The triggering creature. Yes, no, I can't get it to him.
Because it's him is the triggering creature.
Yes, very good.
I didn't realize that was. Yeah, that makes sense.
Lawyered.
Case closed.
You need a gavel.
Close, my friend.
You do
I'm
need a
Jackson.
gavel.
You absolutely
17 points of piercing damage and
Not fun.
7 points of poison damage.
Oh my god. Okay, so 24 altogether.
Then it's going to take. It's going to take another shot at you, Thistle.
Yes, bring it. Bring the noise.
That is 15 to hit.
Oh, that just hit.
Okay. So that's
What's the girly bear's AC?
14.
15 plus 2. 17 points of piercing.
Oh, yes.
And 8 points of poison down to 4. So 21 altogether.
Well, 17 and then 4. So,
Are you still a bear?
no, I am no longer a bear.
Oof.
And I must make, that was 21, so I must make
11.
11. Yes, easily.
All right,
easily.
and then it's going to take. It's going to take another shot at you, Miri, up in the air.
Okay.
That is 14 to hit, which I don't think hits.
No, that does not hit.
Woo!
So that one goes wide. All right, it is now Esper's turn.
Yeah, bruv.
Bruv.
He's doing great. He's in a canoe. We should probably have someone still in the canoe. He's just gonna.
We'll say Char.
He's gonna hide.
I was gonna say Char. Yeah, it's gonna stand up.
Hide in the canoe.
He's gonna just. Oi, bruv. He's gonna steady aim himself in this canoe. He's gonna steady himself. He's gonna take a shot at Big Lad again.
All right.
Let's go, Big Lad. What do you
Can
got?
Char be
Yeah.
using her action to just kind of like steady the canoe?
Jesus.
Just like distributing her weight so she's low in the canoe?
I don't know that this dog would have the
She's so smart.
sensibility to
She's
steady
such
it.
a good girl,
She's
Tim.
certainly never been in a boat.
When-
other than a
okay,
large-
Steady the boat.
I had
not
a-
true.
That's not
That's
true.
not true because we met them after they'd sailed a great
big
deal.
boat.
I also,
big
when I was a kid, I had the world's dumbest yellow Labrador Retriever, and when she did not feel steady on her feet, she would splay all of her legs out and drop
in a
to
canoe.
the floor.
She would just
No,
laugh.
she would do it on like graded bridges when we walked over them. So I feel like this is a dog thing.
It's a dog thing. It's a dog thing, Tim.
Okay,
Esper
you know what? You can-
already has advantage.
So it's all good.
Tim, I know our dog would pass away in this situation.
Our dog.
Maya would pass away.
17 to hit, which I'm pretty sure does it.
17 on the big guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
On the big guy?
Great.
On
He's
the-
big. He's a big
That
target.
big guy?
On the
that big
Drider
guy?
or the Giant?
Are you shooting the Drider or the? No, he's shooting.
No, I'm shooting the giant.
Oh, the Giant.
Fuck the Drider. Mark's got plans for that. Which, of course, he knows, because we share a brain now. 14 points of piercing
New spell,
damage.
share brain.
And, yeah, he says, "Oi,
Cast Share
bro,"
Brain.
and has a good time.
All right, so yeah, you watch as it kind of lodges itself in the shoulder, and you see this kind of like thick, kind of bluish blood pouring down.
Ugh.
All right, it is Mark's turn.
As he makes his way to...
It is. You are not as tall as Miri, so you are still submerged. You're gonna have to swim.
Yeah, I will fucking swim. Just get me to
little
the
doggy
fucking
paddle?
shore.
That's your whole.
I would love to, stay behind that tree. I'll take the little bit of whatever I can get.
1/16 cover.
Yeah, perfect. And Mark got a really good idea from being in that yucky water.
Did you make a con save when you went into the water for Johnny Built Wrong?
I sure did.
Okay, great.
And you sure did, pal.
Cleared.
Things are checking. Yeah, I would love. Mark is gonna try to cast Vortex Warp on our archer friend, and he is going to empower that spell because fuck this guy. So it's a con save at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh.
Because he might not be within 60 feet of me, but I know he's within 90.
That's only a 9.
He can go 90 feet into the center of the estuary and see how he does. Just
Over here.
That's not that far.
90 feet.
That would be the other side, because the river is probably only 60 feet across.
Right in the middle.
yeah, right in the middle. Boom. There he goes.
He's not that far.
Well, it's off camera. No one knows.
30 feet. It's
In
like
the
there.
middle.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. So yeah,
we
you're
tilt
kind
the
of
camera down a bit
floundering.
to get the-
He's dead.
No, he's not.
He's dead.
And Johnny Built Wrong is going to buzz. I'd like for him to buzz towards the big gentleman with the shields in a direct line.
Does that guy actually have shields?
Oh, yeah. I want him
No,
to.
Okay.
it's just the armor.
I want him to be like not 10 feet away, but in a direct line between me and the big guy, so that they're not actively touching. Yes, and he's not actively touching
Can't
me.
touch. Nobody can touch.
And he's just going
Sheep between you.
just
Toe
God,
shots.
Like God
couple toe
wanted.
shots
My God intended.
to Johnny Shields.
Little pillow
Natural
wall.
1 and a
God.
13.
13 does not hit, unfortunately. As they bounce off
They're pinky toes.
the arm.
Oh, gross. No free feet.
Gross and bad.
They can't all be big toes.
I mean, you
could.
made them. They could be.
And unfortunately, it's a flaw in the
I
system.
feel like, does he have
The
like
rule
dew
of
claws and
all feet.
vestigial toes as well? Like
All the toes have
oddly
purpose.
shaped.
Every toe.
And all the toes have toes.
It's like that the finger.
The toes nose.
All right, it
Yeah.
is the Phase Giant's turn. This one is going to attack you with its fist.
Okay.
And it gets 2 attacks with its fist.
Okay.
Haha. Can't attack.
The first one is a 17 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
And the second one is... Oh, that's not as good. It's only an 11.
No.
But you do take...
I'm going to use my reaction to use a Charge of Flames United and boof off a little bit of the...
Boof.
Sure. That's 11 plus 5 is 16 points of piercing damage.
And 7 of that is going to attempt to get hurled back at it.
And you are grappled as
Nope.
you feel the spikes from this fist kind of dig into your skin.
Sorry, you said how much piercing damage?
It was 16, then
And
minus
then that
7.
comes down by 7.
So it's 9 points of piercing
Okay.
damage.
And then it's a dexterity saving throw to see whether...
Yes.
From you.
Would you believe it? It's a natural 1.
So that
Hey,
takes
fuck
that
that
7
guy.
points
All right.
as fire damage.
As it kind of blows back on it. It is...
Fuck that guy in particular.
Fuck that one guy right there.
Fuck that guy there.
That guy there.
That
Fuck
one
that
guy
guy
right
there.
there.
Hey, that guy there?
That guy right there.
Fuck the fuck out of that guy.
Hey, buds.
Yeah.
Let's
you
go,
know what?
boys. Let's get some accountability here, buds.
Gotta set the tone, buds.
That is at the tone.
You watch as it drops the grapple as it's going to use its ethereal jaunt.
I'm sorry, it's gonna what?
It disappears.
Ethereal jump.
Don't see
It's
it.
gonna go
But
for
it's
a little
so
ethereal
big.
dawn.
I don't get an attack
So
of
big,
opportunity?
you watch these kind of webbed cocoons wrap around
Does
it
it
in this
take-
kind of bluish light.
Take Shy with him.
No, it drops the
Drop
ground.
my grapple. Okay.
But it kind of disappears in that cocoon of ethereal webbing. And then the other one is going to. It's going to. It's going to go at Johnny Wiltwrong.
Oh, bless.
Bless be.
So the first one is a natural 20.
Hey!
The second one is a natural 1.
Hey!
To all
Balanced.
things.
As all things should be.
All right. There they are.
The natural balance of the universe.
It hits it like it's so confident it hits it, and then it realizes how gross Johnny Bell is.
And it doesn't want to hit him.
Oh god.
Toes try to absorb.
He has neither an exoskeleton or an endoskeleton.
It's 26 points of piercing damage. Johnny Belt wrong.
I feel like he's got like the consistency of a pufferfish.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Johnny is grappled.
It's like a water
Doesn't
bed.
not use
It's a bunch of water bed.
Like, you're definitely hitting it.
Yeah, like he ripples.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good for
Don't
you.
feel
It doesn't
good.
feel good. All right, it is Thistle's turn.
Thistle is... So the other one's gone. No sign of it.
No sign of each saw that ethereal webbing cover it, and then it disappeared.
Classic.
Coward.
I see that.
And we still got Buddy Pal over here
Yeah.
in the water.
Yeah.
Do I get any sort of sense from these fellas that they are...
Why they gotta be fellas?
who are they... Who they're...
I gotta look
Some thems?
who they're... who they're aligned with?
Talk about the herstory of this forest.
Who they're aligned with?
We're about to get a reveal.
I mean, they seem to be acting
Well done.
somewhat in concert with each other, and
But I mean, are they big bottom spider boys?
no, they don't look spider-like.
Are they?
They looked
They
a little.
power
They look a
boxes
little
interesting.
insectoid-like, but you're not sure that they're in fact insects.
Do they
but
look
have
like
a kind
plague? Do they give off that poisony vibe of the curse?
Of, no.
No, I'm sorry. Thistle
So
was
I-
asking if they were power
Are
bottom.
they giving off
They look-
bottomy
they look like
vibes,
that.
Tim?
Okay, but
Whoa,
but I mean,
that's so cool.
Are
But
they
I mean-
typing only in lowercase?
But are they? They're not. I don't get any sort of like idea of if they're working for Yadira or if they're working for who.
No, you get the sense that they're probably aligned with the Drider
Okay.
because of where they were.
I'm gonna look
like
at
odd
the.
coincidence.
I'm gonna look at the one in front of me there. And Thistle's gonna reach his hand out and he's gonna say, "Sometimes for things to live, things must die." And I'm gonna cast Blight.
Ooh. Is this the first time you've cast Blight?
It is.
What does it look like?
It looks like like basically just like accelerated decay.
Oh, cool.
It's
So-
a con save?
It is a con save.
It's the 19.
So that meets it, so or it doesn't meet it. I mean,
think, right?
half damage, yeah. So
Half damage.
Half damage.
Half damage.
Half.
That's the next bad guy you run into. It's gonna talk like
We haven't met Yadira.
but that's what she sounds like.
Who's been cursing these forests? Oh,
Welcome to my tree.
it's sort of Jennifer Coolidge
If we
meets.
need Jennifer Coolidge. Oh,
Owen Wilson?
23.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
23.
23. That's already half.
What are you doing?
Oh no.
That's already half.
Yes, 23.
That's already halved. So
It's already half. Great. All right.
that was a good damage roll for Blight.
Yeah. Okay, it is now we're anything else for you?
That's my action, and then I'm gonna sort of sort of creep around. I'm gonna try and use my bubble to push him into the water.
Oh no! Don't push me in the
I
water.
was gonna say like
Danger.
where do you want to
Or
try
okay,
to-
well I'm gonna use my bubble. I'm gonna use my bubble to try and push him as far away from my friends as possible.
Okay, you can push him like this way.
Pushing him
Into
towards
shadow.
me.
I mean, like as far
Into
away,
the
so back into the
forest.
forest.
Oh, okay, so you come around
Back.
If I can't get him in the water, then I'm gonna get him so that
beast.
he can't, and then I'm gonna stand between him and them, so he wouldn't have the amount of distance cover to get around.
Now Johnny is grappled, so he's.
Is Johnny grappled?
Johnny is grappled.
Well, Johnny
he'll come
goes
along
with him.
Yeah,
then.
Johnny goes with him.
So here's the question:
The amount of cares I give about Johnny is
Johnny
less than 0.
alive?
He's not a construct. He's not undead.
Okay.
He is an aberrant.
So yes.
He is yucky.
Is Johnny a bottom?
But not a power.
Johnny is
It's a very powerful ability.
For sure, verse.
non-Euclidean. Does not really have a top or a bottom.
Sick.
He's fluid dynamic.
all right.
He's ever-changing.
Definitely fluid.
Shy.
He's like one of
turn.
those sex dolls.
Listen.
In
One of those.
One of them.
those.
those?
Yeah,
You know
can-
those ones?
You aware of those
Okay.
sex dolls?
How does this giant look?
Oh, it's one with the.
Which
feet
one?
With the hole
The,
in
the,
it.
the one I can see.
Oh, the one you can see? I mean, it has not
No.
taken a ton of damage.
Okay. And I can't get back into the canoe to get this bad boy, and that's not gonna work because I don't have that thing yet.
Yeah, that other canoe capsized.
No. I meant Bunny Boy here in the river. Is he gone yet?
We're in the foot.
You can make a perception check to see if you can see him.
Is that my action?
No, you can just.
Between
You
two
can look.
toes.
That's gonna be a 19 plus 7, so 26.
Yeah, you see kind of floundering, like many legs kind of splashing. You're not sure that Driders can swim.
Yay!
You guys still playing D&D like he hasn't just committed a crime here in front of us all.
I wasn't paying attention to that. I am gonna turn around.
Lock that
Tim.
one out.
Okay.
Do we want to talk to him?
Are you
The
talking?
giant?
Like Sean? Yeah, we should talk to Sean.
No, I meant the Drider.
I think it'd be cool to
We
talk to him,
tried.
Yeah.
but he did try to kill us.
Okay.
He's drowning.
That's fine. Let him
Them's the breaks.
Kill or be killed.
You're going to drop
Pass
everywhere.
from me.
He's a piece of shit.
Okay, that doesn't work.
You're not going swimmingly for this guy.
He's probably got a turn or two before he dies. Worry about the big man.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run up to big man there, and I'm gonna throw down some hits on him.
Okay.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
Woo!
No!
Processing.
That's gonna be 7 and 3 is 10, plus 4 is 14 points of bludgeoning damage for that first one.
Nice.
That is going to be a 21 for the second one.
Yep. Yep.
That is going to be 8 plus 4 is 12. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12. So that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And then, yeah, why not? Let's do a focus point for a stunning strike. So he's gonna have to make a Constitution save, please, against my focus save.
That is a 16.
Oh, that's just one above. But we will try again. I'm gonna spend another focus point and do flurry of blows.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 16 plus 8 for a 24.
That hits.
Flurry of toes.
Oh, that's close. That's 8 plus 4 is 12, and we're gonna, why not? Another one for stunning strike, please. And then we've got one last one.
And are you doing another stunning strike?
That's a stunning strike there.
That is an 18.
That's well above. And that's gonna be a 27 to hit, and then with my, that is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. So I am just like absolutely cracking away at the chitin.
Yeah, absolutely. Just.
I think knowing that I want to bring it down, I'm like aiming for the ankle and the knee joint just to try and bring it down.
All right. It is Miri's turn.
Cool. Miri's going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level on the one that Shy's going to town onto.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not going to be lovely. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 hits?
Okay, great. Love that for me. And okay. Sorry, I don't have my little D6s ready. Which is very foolish of me. Need one more.
Do you need some kids?
No, we're good. That's going to be 20 damage.
Nice.
And advantage on the next.
Nice.
Well done.
All right. It is the Drider's turn.
Oh, swimming. Swimming's
It's going
hard.
to use its action and its dash.
To drown.
Oh, if it
Too
climbs
bad.
up in the canoe, that's so bad.
Yeah, probably could get to the canoe.
Well,
it
we'll
take
probably go for
poison
the
damage off the
empty
top?
one. Yeah, doesn't it take
Uh,
poison damage?
You don't know. You're not sure.
You don't know
That's
that.
fair. I don't know.
Do you know though, Tim?
I do.
But
Okay,
I'm ready to
thank
learn.
God.
Sure as shoot
As long as
does.
someone-
Dude, I know everything. It's all made up. I made it up.
It's whatever I say.
Yeah, because they're 10 feet out in the middle of the.
I mean, he's gonna be pretty vulnerable trying to climb into a canoe with a guy who's got a bunch of sharp knives and a
Or
snarling
you can go to
wolf.
the other bank.
Or the other canoe, the one that's
Goes to
tipped.
the other bank.
Outer
60
banks?
feet on
Wow.
the other side. All right, so it swims over and climbs out onto the other side, and you watch as it kind of like shakes itself off, and then it's going to use its bonus action to hide.
Oh.
Rude.
Boo.
All right,
Nobody liked
Can we make perception checks?
on our turn.
to try to see it. Yeah.
Oh, it has to roll stealth and be above our passive, though.
That
right?
is true.
Yeah, it rolled a 16 for its stealth.
I've got passive of
I have
17.
passive of 18.
Okay, great. So you get a sense, you know where it is as you're looking other direction. Basically, if you look around, you'd see it.
Okay.
All right, it is Esper's turn.
Who's glowing?
This big
Big
one.
giant.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna take a shot at it. Let's go. There we go.
Nice.
That's like an 18 to hit. Come on.
Is that with bonus action steady aim?
No, because it's already lit up. Thank
Oh,
you.
right. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's fucking 19 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And
All those toes just launching away.
So many toes.
Bonus action.
Esper shooting toes now.
No.
Yeah, man.
Bonus action.
Bruv.
Hacks him.
He's getting
Ooh,
ghost fingers
nice.
into
Hacks,
foot
and he's
stuff.
bad at grabbing.
Okay.
He
get
has
the toe aura.
disadvantage on strength. So if he's grappling anybody, he's gonna have a hard time.
All right, it is Mark's turn.
Yeah, Mark doesn't have a lot of cover, but he is behind the anti-life shell, so he's actually pretty good where he is. Mark is he's willing to bet that our man who disappeared is not done with us, and he's gonna ready antagonize.
Ooh.
For when this gentleman arises, he's going to see if he can hurt him. Or rather, well, he's going to try to cast Antagonize.
Okay.
GBW.
I'm sorry, what was that?
GBW?
GBW.
JBW. The word.
Johnny built wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was like,
GBW.
I'm sorry, what are you
Because
saying?
GBW is just not how you say those letters.
That's how you spell Johnny.
One out of
Strangely enough, those are also my initials.
Johnny Blair.
That's right, they are. JBW.
Wild.
So he is
I
grappled.
am Johnny built
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, I guess he'll just sort of
Held.
disadvantage toes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Disadvantage toes. Point blank toes. That's a 2. That's 3.
Point blank toes.
They just don't get enough momentum. you know, they
No.
just-
Momentum.
No. No free feet.
That's good.
No
That's
free
good.
That's the kind of content you guys are here for.
That's what the Patreon folks are
Yeah,
here for.
if you're not part of the Patreon, plug your ears. Plug your ears.
Plug your ears.
You didn't hear
We
Tomentum.
beat that out.
Make more toe puns. later.
TAM.
Tip.
And then bonus action, I'm just going to hit our man, our big boy.
Big boy.
I'm gonna hit him with a bonus action mind spike. Or mind sliver, rather. So he just needs to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Which I'm sure he's real good at.
You don't know.
Brains for days.
Would you believe it? It's a 12.
Then he takes 8 points of psychic damage, and he's gonna have a minus 1d4 on his next saving throw.
Ooh.
All right, it is the Phase Giant's turn. This one's gonna go first.
Okay, cool.
And is going to try to
allow
hit
it.
you, Shy.
Okay.
It's gonna drop the grapple, and it's gonna use both of its hits on you. All right, the first one is a 19 to hit.
Sure do.
And the second one is a 17 to hit.
Sure do.
I will cancel the second one.
All right, so let's try again. That is a 24. to
Sure
hit.
do.
Advantage goes to Esper.
Ghost fingers.
That's 8 and 5 is 13 points of piercing damage for the first one. And 16 points of piercing damage for the second one.
Oh boy.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please. Because you got hit with both.
Absorb some of that damage
Okay.
for you. That's going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's a what, a dex save from him?
It's a dex save.
And you got to minus a d4 from that.
From that save.
No, there's a 5 on the dice, minus 3, so it's only a 2, so you can. It takes 8.
Sorry, what is the save? A strength save?
Yes.
The strength save is going to be a 23.
Okay.
Oh,
you
so strong.
Strong. So many abs.
As you feel the spikes, like it's trying to impale you with these spikes as it hits you with both. It just
Oh gosh.
punches down and kind of pushes in as it's grappled you, but you manage to kind of like resist it.
I think as like I push in, the bioluminescence glows and it just like creates like a little bit of a barrier. Yeah.
And yeah, that fire you can see kind of burn. It's it goes right up into its kind of like it almost looks like it has a helmet of chitin and it kind of goes right up in the front and it's sort of dazed a bit. It's not looking very good.
Esper does not have advantage because my reaction is held to cast antagonize.
Yes, so you couldn't have done, yeah. All right, and then this one is going to come back.
Of course it is.
Hey, welcome
Come back, baby.
Come back, baby. It comes back here
Ah!
and gets shunted over here. So it's partly in the water, but it doesn't seem to be affected by the poison, as it is going to attack you.
Okay.
Now, what was your held action?
I'm casting antagonize on it.
Okay.
Which it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
These are giving wise.
It's
That
giving
is a 19.
Well,
It's giving.
then it's going
rise.
to take 5 points of psychic damage. And that's all.
All right. As it's like it comes down with its fists, it's going to try to slam you with both of them. The first one is not very good. That is only an 11 to hit.
No.
Wow.
And the second one is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna get
You
there.
can let that one hit.
Mark dodges the one by like leaning straight into the second one. He's like, whoa!
No, I think Mark is genuinely shocked that he dodged one. And he's like celebrating as he gets clocked in the
wrecked.
entire
Really
You
sword.
wrecked
take
by the
14 points of piercing damage and you are grappled.
A totally normal amount.
As the spikes kind of lay into your skin and you're caught on your clothes.
Am I grappled?
Mark survives. I mean, not Mark.
Yes, you are.
JB.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought
Okay.
that was the strength saving.
GBW.
No,
No,
that's
the
if you
strength
get hit with
is
both, there's
kill
an
me.
additional effect. But if you only get hit by one,
But
there's
I
no
be
additional effect.
grappled.
All right. It is.
Thistle's.
This is a fun map. Also, I'm gonna take a picture. This is a fun
How far is Dryder?
This part of the river is 60 feet across.
So okay,
So you're probably about 70 feet.
It's a fun map.
and Mark is grappled.
Mark is grappled.
So shy.
Grappled.
I'm gonna move to the. You know what? I can see him on the other side, and I'm going to clap my hands together. And as I do, I am gonna shoot a 3rd level lightning bolt at him.
Ooh.
This is a dex save, correct?
This is a dexterity saving throw.
That's only a 12.
And that is a failure.
It's a failure.
Well, I gotta be Italian.
What? The
Why,
fuck?
you got something?
So rude against Jasper.
My last name is a bean. It's an Italian bean.
Why you're just a sweet little bean.
It's actually like usually a pickled bean. I don't like them very much.
No.
No.
Lupinis?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the beans. Usually they're kind of nutty tasting. Yeah, I don't know.
Just like you.
Oh!
I meant that you're a nut.
Let's move on.
24.
24 points of lightning damage as it shoots across and hits the Drider on the other side.
How is it?
And then
The dog in the cage.
and then
Dog's born for the streets. I don't know what to tell you.
Run free.
You gotta cage those dogs.
Let it run.
How are you
cast.
playing D&D
I can cast a
right now?
cancantrip, right?
Yes. After a level
Unbothered,
spell,
unfussed.
As long as it's a bonus action.
it's a bonus action. Which I don't know that you have.
There are no bonus action cantrips unless you're a sorcerer.
Or you take meta magic adept.
Stupid fucking idiot.
Meta magic adept is great.
It's so cool.
It's great.
I'm in the magique.
I may take it at some point.
All right, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. It is back to the top of the order. Shy.
Okay, I'm gonna keep pummeling this giant.
Right.
Pummel this giant.
That's gonna be a 23.
23 hits.
That is going to just be 5 points of damage on that first one.
That'll do it.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh!
It's not looking good.
Okay, so yeah, I just crack the chitin straight off the foot and then just kind of kick it down as it goes.
Yeah, as you like smash its foot, it kind of crumples and collapses, and it falls down in pain. And like you can see just the shock of it, just the blood just rushes out.
Okay, then I am going to run backwards towards Mr. Big over here in the.
Mr. Big.
No, I don't need to actually
You
be
can't
close
come
up.
within
Can't.
10
You have to
feet.
go around.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need to be within 30 feet of the giant.
Okay, you can come over here.
Great, and then I'm gonna spend the second one of that first attack to do a bioluminescent bolt. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that is just 1d6. That's going to be 4 points of damage. And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows. And then I'm going to do the second one. That is 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 9 points of radiant damage for that one. And then this last one here is going to be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And then that is going to be 6 points of radiant damage. And you know what? Why not? I'm going to spend one more key point to do Stunning Strike on that one.
All right. Well, you don't need to.
Oh!
How do you want to finish it off?
Yeah, okay, so I think coming off, I think the blow kind of cracks straight through the ankle, and then with the momentum, I sheath my stick, and as I'm running forward, it's just pew, pew, pew. And the last three, and it, like, to hit it straight kind of in the, like, clavicle,
chest plate.
yeah, the chest plate to send it falling backward,
Okay.
back into the water.
All right. So yeah, you kind of blow it away. You see the chitin just break and snap inward, and there's that kind of gush of bluish blood. As Mark, I am gonna have you make a
Dex?
yeah, to see if you can kind of push your way
Natural
off of
20.
this.
Woo!
First
Scramble
time,
off
pushed
of
my
this.
way out of a giant's death grab.
As the giant kind of falls backwards, trying to grab you and into the river.
I take a page out of Johnny's book, just sort of slither out.
Nice.
You just grow it.
All right, it is Miri's
Only
turn.
ever had 3. You've never seen him with his shoes off.
So Miri's gonna turn around and go towards where this creature was and try and see what she can see. I guess perception to try and see if she can.
Yes.
My passive.
Because you can't see
My-
her.
What is it?
What?
What is your passive?
14, I think. Yeah, it's
And
14.
what? We gotta be 15?
16.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not gonna fucking do it. No, that's 12.
Does she get advantage because I fucking lit him up?
No, because she's still hidden. Like,
Okay.
she's still.
I lightning bolt the shit out of him.
Yeah.
There's no lasting effects of lightning bolts.
Yeah.
On
there's not
this
any-
guy? Or person?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
okay.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't see her. You don't see him. All right. So you are. You do you go all the way to the other bank, or do you?
I think I wouldn't go quite all the way to the other bank. I keep
Okay,
floating.
kind of in the middle. All right. It is the Drider's turn. It is going to.
I feel like it could have gone before me, and then I could have just seen it
Nah.
do something.
No.
Nah, bruh.
Why would that happen?
Yeah, it is going to. Yeah, it's gonna steady aim. It's gonna use its last steady aim. As you see, it kind of steps out on like a kind of rocky outcropping, and kneels down and takes out its longbow, and it's gonna take a shot at you first.
That makes sense.
It's not good.
It's a
Way
reasonable
up
thing to
here.
do.
Fuck, that's a natural 1.
Woo!
That's good.
And then it's going to...
For us.
Wait a second. Oh, no. All right, and then it's going to take another... it's going to take another shot at you. That's a little better. That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And then it'll take its third...
No, but really loudly. As
And
I
that's it.
extend the range to 120 feet.
Ooh, well done.
Love.
Can you, yeah? Can you?
Because he shot the first one, I would know where he is.
Yes.
I can meta magic.
You can do
extend
that
the
on a reaction?
Why not?
Silvery barbs.
Just checking.
You know? Yes.
Let's look into it.
Here, what is it? Can you
But we'll say
use
for now that
magic
that
on
goes.
it?
All right, so it's going to roll that second one again. And that's 23 to hit.
What the fuck?
You
You've
get
had
advantage.
You've had bad slippery barbs luckily.
And then the third arrow, it's going to send.
Send it.
It's going to send it at Mark.
Yeah, fair.
That is a 19.
Yeah.
All right, so Miri, you take. That is 12, 16 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
Plus 7 points of poison damage.
Oh, and yeah, okay.
Okay.
You can use meta magic on a reaction.
Nice.
Cool.
Sick, bro. And then Mark, you take.
Yeah. Low numbers, Tim.
That's 24 points of piercing damage.
Peace, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Right, and 3 points of poison
Snap.
damage.
Me and
Johnny.
GBW is gone.
Don't worry, I got reincarnate. We'll bring you back in a couple days.
As Mark falls unconscious, as they're like, yeah, you watch as Mark is standing there, and the arrow just right into the middle of the chest, and there's sort of a pained look as Mark falls backwards.
Wasn't even the poison that got me. It's a good shot of the arrow.
Good fucking shot. And then that's its turn. That's its 3 shots. All right, it is Esper's turn.
Bravo.
Get him.
Oh shit! Fuck! I'm sorry, that was me. Yeah.
Paddle
fuck
and
it.
3
And
seal,
my
maybe?
concentration dropped as well. On
3 steel is a.
Okay.
Intelligence save.
I think he's gonna fucking. I'm keeping it simple with our man. He's just gonna steady himself,
Yep.
take a shot. Natural 20.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well done.
Don't make it too fancy with the rogue.
No fancy pants stuff.
No fancy pants business with this
Fancy pants
rogue.
dance.
There's some numbers. Those are numbers. Yeah, these are some numbers.
God, every single one of those is a number. That's so fucked up.
34.
34,
Just
nice.
raw piercing damage.
Yeah, as you watch the arrow sail into the kind of rear end of the Drider.
Right in its big
Juicy
bottom
butt.
booty.
Not the biggest booty, but
Not the big. Well,
not the biggest.
bigger.
Uh,
This is the biggest
See when.
booty I've seen. On a medium creature?
Esper.
Or is it a large
Do you do
creature?
anything else? It is. a
That's-
large-
Its back end is a large creature. Its front end's a
It's large. It's technically large.
That's bonus movement action. That's me.
All right.
I'm a little shootster.
Mark, I'll need you to come roll a.
Yeah.
Oh
Death
boy.
saving throw.
No problem.
It's been a while since we've had a death save.
Yeah.
We've been doing really good. Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of lizards back here.
I wasn't sure how I was gonna go.
There's a lot of lizard
Lot of
people
We
back
might
there.
end up fighting them.
All right. It is the phase giants are gone, so it's Thistle's turn.
Oh, yes, perfect. Mark is right next to me.
Yep.
All right. I will shoot a lightning bolt at the
Okay.
rider.
Yeah. Dex save.
Yes, why not?
That is only a 7.
That is a.
That's a failure.
Uh, 23 points of lightning damage.
Nice. All right. All right. It is. Anything else on your turn?
I will drop my anti-life shield,
Cool.
and I will move over to him.
Good.
I'll keep it up, and I'll push him into the wall.
That's what, part of me thought that might happen.
It was occurring to me as well. Please don't drown me in the river.
In this river.
I don't need the anti-life shield to do that.
All right,
Use his
it
bare
is
hands.
Oh, well done.
Shy's turn.
Okay. How far is that canoe away from the water's edge?
10 feet.
Can I jump into the canoe without sinking it?
You could try.
Yeah. Was that an acrobatics check? Okay. 23.
Yeah. As deftly as you jump from it, you manage to leap back into it.
So that's 15 feet
Physics be damned.
of movement. Then I am going to take the rest of my movement to paddle the canoe
Okay.
closer to the.
It's your action too. It's your action to paddle the canoe.
Yes, because how far can I paddle the canoe if I use my whole action to do it?
I would say the rest of your movement.
Okay.
So 25 feet.
I just want to be closer to Miri. If Miri goes down, she's going to need help. So yeah, I'm going to take the canoe and I'm going to paddle it further towards, as far as I can go in that direction. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
good.
do.
That's good.
the river.
And then as my bonus, that guy's pretty far away. He's like 40 feet or so.
Yeah, you got 10, another 25, so you're 35 feet across the river.
35 feet, and then he's on the bank.
Yeah, so he's about 30 feet away from you.
Oh, he's 30 feet away, is he?
But you've used your action to paddle the canoe.
Yeah, that's good because this is not an action.
Oh,
Um,
been duped.
what's the?
Okay, no.
No, that's melee. But that is not.
You melee wherever you like.
Yeah.
Melee
I just
on
need
hand.
to check the range on this.
What is it?
Melee on hands is a good monk ability. It's just hit them more.
It's 15
Hit them
foot.
healthy.
No, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to. That is my turn. I can't do anything else. Everything else is requires actions. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm going to do. That's an action as well. I can't use that as well. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
It's my turn.
All right, it is Miri's turn.
What's the range and healing word? She said, looking it up.
60 feet? No, 30.
60 feet on healing word. 30. It's touch on.
Touch is cure wounds is touch. Can
Yeah.
I is how far away?
I
is Mark?
typed in healing feet.
Healing feet is
That's
definitely.
a
on
very
feet.
special type of cleric.
Definitely a touch.
Whoa, what a yucky spell
How far
that
away
is.
is Marky Mark?
Marky Mark
Within
is
60 feet,
Within
sir.
60 feet, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Probably
cast
40 feet.
healing word at second level. So that's going to be 9 points.
Back up.
Out of your honk shoe me ear.
Honk shoo me me me.
And
What?
That's 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
That stinks. And
Honk,
then
shoot, me.
Sleeping sounds.
yeah, this character is
of
just
course.
doing
Fuck.
regular stuff. So that's gonna be I'm just gonna use another guiding bolt.
2-leveled spells.
Oh no, I can't.
Nay,
Thank you so
nay.
much. Thank you so much, Nay Nay.
No.
It's-
Honk, she, me.
Honk shoo.
You
honk
could
shoo.
use a cantrip.
Yeah, it's cantripping time.
Amber.
We'll use
Certainly
sacred
use a
flame, so a
cantrip.
dexterity saving throw.
You say whip, I say nay, nay, nay.
19.
That's gonna save.
It's a saber suck.
Yeah.
All right. That is Miri's turn. It is the Drider's turn. It is going to...
Die.
It's going to use its movement.
Like the dider, am I right?
It's going to use 30 feet, and you watch as it disappears behind a rocky outcropping. You don't see it. Esper's turn.
Rough.
It's currently in full cover.
Yeah. See how many trickies? If only he were here to tell him how to play his character.
He wishes he was. We should call him right now.
Right now, I'm sure he'd love that.
He'll paddle the canoe over to the thing.
All right. Yeah. Paddles the canoe more.
And he'll use his bonus dash action to fucking rip that canoe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. He gets over to the other side. We'll just play theater in the mind on the rest
Great.
of this. All right.
Action.
Yeah. Just held.
This fucker comes out. He's
Well, he used his action. Oh yeah, his bonus action. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's got his action. All right. It is Mark's turn.
Ugh. Mark's awake. Mark stays prone. Mark knows a thing or two about almost dying. If you're not dead, it's best to let people think that you are. And he is going to very silently, 2, 3, 4, summon his arcane eye.
All right.
Love.
And it has a range of. Bada bing. What's the range on that sweet little eye? Oh, only 30 feet. So it's gonna be like up, and it's gonna be moving across the water towards the direction where this guy is.
You can make a perception check because it's up in the air.
We love that. 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 +2, 17.
All right. You can see on the other side of this kind of rocky outcropping, there is in fact a hole, and you can see the legs disappearing down this hole.
Interesting.
He's going down a hole behind the rock, I say, giving up that I am still alive. But if he is gonna shoot at me, I do have advantage to dodge it being prone.
Yeah, he's behind a rock. He's
in a
heading
hole.
down the hole.
Oh, okay, then I'll stand up. And can I bonus action just push my canoe closer to me? By 5 feet?
Yeah. No, your canoe is capsized.
Yeah, can I push it to me with my mind?
Through the probably too heavy.
It's push a creature 5 feet with
Okay.
with the telekinetic push.
Canoe is just a moose that
Okay.
can't move.
We've already discussed this, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shove a creature. Do you want the canoe to make a strength saving throw?
No, it can't.
You know.
It's fine.
You know what? I remember all that moose bullshit, and fuck you guys. That's what I have.
Let's not go back to that.
All right, it is Thistle's turn.
Oh yes, perfect.
You got this.
I mean, I don't think we should go after him.
I wouldn't.
I would like to.
Of all of us, you're probably uniquely suited to uncapsize the canoe.
Yes, that's true.
Well, that's not the fun thing to do, but
I am going to. I'm gonna turn into a bear and go uncapsize the canoe.
so
Do
begrudging.
you have to turn? Yeah, well,
Doesn't
You
have
go
to.
down into the water. I'll have you make a con save for me. It's so begrudging.
it's a druid. Shrugging off poison damage to right above.
That is a 9.
That is a failure. All right, that's 12 points of poison damage halved to 6. Right? Did we agree
Yes.
that the bear also was?
Yes.
It carries through.
Those do.
Yeah.
Those like immunities. do.
Resistances.
Yeah.
I swim over and I uncapsize the canoe.
And the conditions do not. Conditions do carry over. We learned that. Conditions.
All right, it is.
Get yourself a Rob Hartley who knows all of the rules
Shy's
all the
turn.
time.
Bring the boat back over. We'll see.
Okay. Our canoe is full, so I would take my movement to and my action as possible to paddle over. I think I would paddle under Miri. Like, I just don't want.
You are against the bank. Like,
We're
Esper
against the
did
bank?
get you
Esper
there.
got you to the
If
bank.
you
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to make chase, you've been told that he's gone down a hole behind the rock. You've got the information.
But I can't speak to him.
You've got the power.
No, you could hurt him a lot. I don't know.
How far?
that wrong?
How far
Slow
up
tongues up.
the rock? How far is the rock from the shore?
It's not.
It's about 20 feet from the shore.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to run towards it.
Okay.
I am going to spend an action to use my blue dragonhide belt to regain focus points equal to a roll of my martial die.
Cool.
Yes.
Sick.
Good choice.
So that's going to be 4 that I regain, which is great. I am going to run to the hole, or to like, is he like down? Is he like?
You don't see him at the hole, but you don't like. You're at the hole.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Who's talking to who here?
I'm just wondering out loud. Thistle is in the water. Canoe
I think-
uncapsized.
I know he can't understand me, but I'm gonna just yell, "Hey! All we wanted to do was to talk to you."
Okay.
And it was 25 feet. I'm gonna spend. I still have another 20 feet of movement. So seeing that I can't see him near that hole, I'm going to move back towards the edge of the thing.
I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Trapdoor spider, bro.
Strength saving throw?
You got this. Monks are strong.
No.
Strong
By
of spirit.
nature, we're not.
Strong of spirit.
That's good.
none of
With
that
an
either.
18 on the die, plus 4 for a 22.
Okay.
He's so strong.
So as you are standing there, you watch as this thick, sticky web shoots out of the hole towards you, and you manage to kind of like use its momentum to throw it off as it like you toss it over the rocky outcropping.
It just like slides off of me.
It like pulls at you as you do, and you manage to just kind of shove it off as it sails over. You all see this,
And I think like I just like stand ready, like my hands are illuminated.
and that's where we're gonna end it.
Yay! Great.
We found a bug hole.
We found a bug hole. There's a bug.
Bug hole.
Holy shoot, so fun. I want to say a ginormous thank you to the wonderful folks from Homie and the Dude, Bodie and Tom,
Yes.
all the folks at the Wandering Tavern.
Yes.
Please type !Tavern in the chat to go and follow this and and get your hands on this amazing Kickstarter. It ends at the end of April, so you got just a couple days left to go and to sponsor this thing. I'm also just so blown away by the amount of and amazing just newness that this kind of Kickstarter has. A lot of things I hack it. And thank you to all of those wonderful folks for sponsoring this episode. I'm also very excited for our May sponsor. We have a sponsor for the entire month of May. So I can't wait to share that with you folks next week. Please stick around. We are going to go raid someone awesome. Thank you so much for coming by this week. And put your thumbs up, babies. When you find yourself in the middle of a really, really gross forest, knowing that it'll hurt you, just think about it before you touch the goose.